voice of Jedi Johnson narrates the way, and the ever-steady Styx boy shall ride away your brain. Bad to the bones, Lucifer has picked up for days on days, and the great October's Boba Fett's have bad mighty to slay. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage. The qualified, we are prepared.
Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Qualified. I'm Jedi Johnson, 22, joined as always by the great Dom Tober, the always steady Six Boy 73, the ballbuster Hollywood Brucifer now.
I'm from Jersey. You're from Jersey. I'm from Jersey.
Yeah. And the architect, joesduelin, who has changed his intro picture again, and it is it's going to be a very suitable. You must have known something was coming.
Is it feet or boobies?
That was feet.
Those were little piggies.
Screw you, Dan. Screw you, Dan.
Yes. Whoops! I did it again.
Oh my!
How was everybody's week?
Poison, baby, poison.
I took off last week because, I don't know. I didn't feel like I could sit through a crypto segment. I hope it went well.
Yeah, it did.
We're great. We're awesome.
I'm like, are we doing NFTs now? I'm like, what?
Crypto. Is his name Crypto?
No, I wasn't here last week, was I?
I wasn't.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't. No. You see, I'm fucking lost.
Crypto deserves some love.
Give him a little pat on the back.
Superman movie, I'm telling you.
Who's your good boy?
My week was better than a couple of weeks previous, so no nosebleeds this week, so that's good. I watched
no massive blood loss trauma.
No, not this week. Watched some Doctor Who with Stix and the guys on Tuesday.
Yeah, we did.
Captain Jack.
Got my Billy. What's her name? Billy.
Billy mouth breather.
Yeah, Billy mouth breather. Got it. Got the fix. So all good. I've been watching her on Penny Dreadful too. So I just wrapped that up.
Oh,
nice.
Well, let's see what's going on this week, fellas. So let's see if it'll work for me this week.
Oh, internet magic.
Why is it doing this? It did this last time too, guys. Something's wrong with something wrong with.
Yep.
It doesn't like you. StreamYard's not being your friend.
It's been doing this a lot lately. Is it just for me? I think it's my computer.
Could be.
Someone made a StreamYard just for you,
StreamYard
Emporium.
All right, guys.
What we got?
I don't know why it's jumping to the last. Okay. Whoops.
It's actually saying what the.
All right. There we go. I don't know why I did that. All right. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. The Pride of America is back this week after I don't know 3 or 4 weeks without an appearance. He's back this week. David Rush, the man who can stack toilet paper rolls with one hand to break a world's record. That's a thing. Yeah, we learn something's a thing every week.
Really, man? I fucking used to be a kid.
So this guy, well, I'll tell you what. If you can stack 10 rolls of toilet paper, Dom, with one hand in less than 5 seconds, because he did it in less than 6 seconds, then you too can be a Guinness World Records holder. Because that's what he did.
Yeah, this guy's a goddamn.
Does the Guinness witness just like have a room in his house?
I guess so. He did say that a lot of practice with the rolls, but these rolls were not wasted. They were put to good use after.
Yeah. Listen, I broke the record for wiping my ass with rolls of toilet paper, man. Stack it.
You know, I will say this. This guy has actually made the world think that all Americans do is take balls to the face and wish shitty.
Yeah.
Well, somebody got to do it.
Who's the tool back there behind him? Some douche.
That's the
witness. That's your Guinness
Oh,
witness.
Yeah.
He's wearing a sport. Witness with a sport coat.
Spiffy blazer or sports coat and all. So quick chant of USA. This guy is the pride of America. In case you're wondering why you haven't seen him in a while, he let us know, and he said he may be a little slower on the record breaking going forward because he has a job now.
Listen, he should try to record break, get rid of the tariffs, so toys don't go up.
I was hoping the reason was going to be crippling diarrhea, but job, I guess.
That's what I just had, man.
So
Yeah.
he'll still be breaking records, but at a slower pace.
Is he working at the ping pong ball factory?
He's the ping pong ball tester.
Yeah.
Hey, check out this lady. And Stix, I don't know. You need to get off your ass and submit your Mudmen. Australia woman's Minion collection earns world record. She has, in just under 15 years, I guess, acquired over 1,000 Minion dolls and whatnot. Liesla, I can't say her first name, Benecki from Western Australia, fell in love with the movie Despicable Me and has been collecting. And her daughter, because everybody has a person like this in their life, all of us do, I'm sure, says, you need to get another house for all your shit. Because it's
I think she likes yellow, so she gets SpongeBob, mixed SpongeBob in there too as well, man.
She could. Yeah.
A lot of yellow.
I'd never know. It could be like find SpongeBob in there, and I'd never find
And
him.
Big Bird, you put Big Bird there too. Oh my God.
But she says she'll never stop buying Minions because she loves them so much.
Yeah, Stix.
Okay.
Stix, your ex-wife. She never wants to stop buying Minions. You don't want to stop buying Mudmen. Come on, man.
What is going on here?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm
Now
good.
this next story,
Different strokes,
normally
different folks.
Normally, I don't do this because I like for the guys to be a little bit surprised at what I present them during the show. But earlier this week, I posted an article in our group chat because I wanted Joe to have time to put together his defense.
Okay.
Tampa Bay realtors say some man is targeting women to touch their feet during showings.
Damn, Joe. That's you, man. Say describe you.
You got to have goals. You got to have goals in life. It's important.
Several Tampa Bay realtors have raised the alarm about a disturbing pattern of a man they believe is targeting female agents during home showings in order to touch their feet. Angela Julian, that's her there, and believe me, I tried my very best to get a picture of her with her eyes open and her mouth closed, and it just proved to be impossible.
No, that's good. Don't worry about it.
That's her.
That's her, man.
She said the man told her there was a foot. I'm sorry, golly, I'm dyslexic. The man told her there was an ant on her foot.
You're right,
and then
Matt?
he began bending down and grabbing her shoe. She said he bends down, starts unbuckling her shoe and caressing her foot. She just thought it was weird. Some people don't think that's so weird. Some people do that. That's how they. Some people, that's how they say hello.
Hey.
So I don't know if that's.
Yeah, Joe.
Joe.
All you, man. All you.
He's trying to help her out. She had an ant on her foot. He was just being helpful.
Now, personally, I actually don't think this is Joe because apparently Joe has lines that he will not cross. Joe has lines. Apparently, this guy was also.
And those are state lines.
State lines.
Apparently, this guy she felt was
Joe
also
won't
trying
cross
to
the
take
street.
video.
What are you talking about?
She also felt like this guy was trying to take video up her skirt. Now, Joe would not do that. Joe would not do that.
No.
So that's why this is a copycat foot fondler out there. This is
Hunt
not
him down,
Joe.
Joe. Hunt him down.
And this is not the guy from Arizona that was hiding under cars and touching people's feet when they were getting in the car either.
What?
Yeah, that was a story a while back.
Oh,
I remember that one.
So Joe, you're off the hook. You're off the hook this time. This time you're off the hook.
I mean, I'm sure you can pay for it if you want to touch feet. You probably don't have to go through this level of chicanery.
It's more exciting if you don't, Joe.
I know that is true. There is a level of excitement there that it drives up the level a little higher.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this week.
The creep factor is like a 10.
Friday.
Now, were there multiple women that were complaining of this, or was it
There
just
was like 10 female realtors had reported this happening. That this guy shows up in the Tampa Bay area. That this guy would show up. No pictures of the guy, at least that I could find. But this guy would show up and pretend either there was an ant or some other insect on their foot, and then just immediately go down to brush it off and end up disrobing their foot and start giving them a free massage.
Having footsies over there, man.
I give him an A for persistence and F for creepiness.
Oh, jeez.
You can't contradict yourself, Joe, like that. You can't. You either go one. You can't even say creepy because that's your domain. You got to freaking.
Oh,
My domain isn't randomly touching real estate agents.
Hey, her feet. You got it.
Dom is going to alienate the whole panel at this point. Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. Keep it going.
All right, let's say hello to the chat. Is that what we're doing next?
Yeah.
All right. GT Comic is in
hot.
at first, second, third, fourth, fifth. He's taken all the premium positions this week. What's going on, GT? And then Tommy comes in and starts throwing up his muscles. What's going on, Tommy? So they're the top 10. T Jones, not to be outdone, huh? Nope. T Jones gets in there. Heroes for Hire. Heroes for Hire Comic Club. Hello,
Matt.
What's going on, Hero?
Matt.
Dan's Comic Corner. What's going on, Dan? Hey, everybody. Hey, Matt.
What's up?
Ed LeBeau.
So bad.
How are the crazy nerds doing? We're doing okay. We're doing all right.
All right.
Good
Getting
week.
warmed up.
That's
Still
over.
trying to get my voice back.
Yeah.
Grumpy G, what's going on, Grumpy? Happy Friday day, all. Happy Friday. Happy May 4th weekend.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Right, happy Star
Terry,
Wars
what's
Day,
going on,
baby.
Terry? Jeffrey Fonzo, like it. What's up, guys? Happy Friday.
That's the best part of the bread. The best part of the bread he has. right there.
Dungeon Crawler, Carl. That's another good
The
one.
crust.
Good name. Got some good names in here.
I like the
Hydro
crust.
Academia.
Okay, we got it.
We have a good audience. We really do.
And Tyson, I believe I'm caught up on all your reels.
No, not the South Park
God,
episode
God, I
with,
know
with the hamster and the
My
anus.
camera's in the way. I can't see it. Now I see it.
Oh,
Okay.
Come on.
Is he in his
Too
whole-
far, Tyson. Too far.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Too far.
Fantastic.
Hello, Mama
Fantastic as
Bear.
always, Tyson.
Hello, Mama Bear.
Mama.
Going
Mama was
tubing.
with us on Tuesday watching some Doctor Who.
I love Mama Bear. I haven't said that in a
Great.
while.
Three Rivers comic. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot for me to read. All right. Good to see everybody. Just got power back yesterday. That's great.
Good for you, buddy. 'cause
Took direct hit to my neighborhood from 90 to 100 miles an hour winds, uprooted 240 footers, 100 years old. Oh, that's sad. That is sad.
my
So,
aunt
glad
lives
everything-
right down the and my parents live right down the Allegheny from you, and my aunt is not going to have power back until May 5th
Good Lord.
from that storm. So yeah,
He gets a
Pittsburgh
power
got hit
back
pretty
Revenge
bad.
of the Fifth.
Pittsburgh got hit pretty bad.
Let's see. Then we get everybody. Mad Spite Mod. Is it Mad or Mad? I can't
Mad
say.
Spidey.
What's going
What's
on,
up,
Mad?
buddy? From Australia.
Crimson Terror. Still one of my favorite names. Got a lot of good ones, but that's always one of my favorites.
Enthusiasts.
Hello, fellow enthusiast. And we'll just end it off with Tyson. If Paris can fit Matt. Okay. Okay.
Oh, my God.
All right. I should have quit while I was ahead.
I think.
All right, guys. Let's get this thing rolling now that we said hello to everybody. And
You
if
ready,
you missed
Bruce?
anybody, I'm sorry.
I am always ready.
All right. Let's
Before we kick off tonight's Outside Looking In, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your wife, tell your parents, tell your kids, tell everyone you can about the greatest show on Friday nights, The Qualified.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll kiss 2.5 hours goodbye. There you go, man. Do it.
It used to be Mail Call Madness, but now it's a qualified.
It was.
Oh,
Yes.
that was a show.
It used to be.
It was a
This
show.
is vintage.
I
can't
made it.
believe.
I made an executive decision unilaterally.
I was gonna wear my shirt too. Over there.
I broke this shirt out special occasion. I don't know what the occasion
All right.
was. But
The first book up tonight is Bitterroot #2, the 1 in 25 Momoko incentive. Only 3 sales, average $48, high of $80.
It's a Bitterroot book.
I really like this cover a
Bitterroot
lot.
ratios. Yeah, good stuff.
yeah, that's a good Momoko cover. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bitterroot has always been a good series, and since the reboot.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Sanford Green. So I'm happy to see this doing well.
Yeah,
And
I think
I
Sanford
always like
Green-
to see this series doing well and some of these books doing well.
And Sanford Green is doing the A covers of this series, so
What's going on, Christina?
top notch.
That's a good book. I'm happy. That I saw that one on the list tonight. I was like, that's all I need. That's all I need. That makes me happy.
Yeah, and this was on my FOC on Kingdom of Nerds. Shameless plug for the show. All right, next up, we have Apocalypse #2, the 1 in 15 Skiff. Average $30, high of $48.
A lot of people went for the Sveta, which I understand. The Sveta was hard to come by, so it was easier to get hold of the 1 in 15 Skiff, which is also great fucking cover. I will not complain. And that's a nice price on a 1 in 15.
I actually like this one better than the sweater.
I like it. And it goes really good with the Foxy from #1, the 1 in 25.
Yeah.
Also the red cover, which is nice. So you can have 2 red covers of your Foxy and Roxy.
I know someone that picked up multiple copies. Lisa Noble, hello.
So, Lisa,
She
Nothing
fits
wrong with
right in
that.
with this crew.
so the artist is Skiff, right? Am I getting that right?
Matt Skiff, I believe.
Okay. I was just wondering, is that another artist that's just going by one word name? Like
No, I believe it's Matt Skiff.
Okay, we just put his last name. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like I said, all the covers are good in this series. The open order covers, the ratios, there ain't nothing bad. I'm just taking it all in.
Yep.
And the guy is doing a Kickstarter soon, so keep an eye out on Kickstarter.
Next up,
Okay.
we have Death of Cobra #4, the 1 in 25
Copra, not Cobra. Copra.
Cobra. Death of Cobra. Sorry about that. Only 3 sales, average $43, high of $70. Death of Cobra.
This isn't the comic adaptation of Cobra.
No, it's Cobra.
Oh, I'm just-
I misread it.
Again, this is one of those little titles that's out there. And granted, it's through Image, but it's not a major circulation mover. You throw Spawn on a 1 in 25 cover for something that isn't getting heavily printed to begin with. There you go.
Does Spawn have anything to do with the story?
No,
No.
I think so.
Oh. All right.
it's just the cover.
Okay.
Just the cover.
Yeah, I don't like this cover, but okay.
Yeah, it's not a
It's a little
All of the Death of Copra covers, all of the 5 stuff it's a unique art style that's not for everybody.
not very detailed. And,
Yeah, that's the way all the open order covers are and stuff like that as well. So it is its thing. It's a good little indie book. Like I said, it's not a heavily printed book. So get a 1 in 25, you throw Spawn on the cover, it's gonna move a little bit.
yeah, the Spawn collectors are gonna want it. That's for sure.
Of course. All right. Next up, my favorite cover of the week. Godzilla vs. LA #1, the 1 in 50 Baker. 4 sales, average $72, high of $85.
Love my
I guess-
Godzilla covers.
I
love
mean,
this cover.
that had to be expected after what the 1 in 50 Chicago did.
Yeah.
that this was going to do well, at least out of the gate. If it holds, that's another story. It's still, I mean, it's a cool cover. You got the map of LA in the back. It's fun.
Yeah,
I like the open order with the Hollywood sign back a little better, but big into.
And I don't think a lot of shops are ordering 50 copies of Godzilla versus Los Angeles, but you never know.
Are they after the Chicago?
Probably. Yeah, you're
well?
right.
You'll probably get more than you did the Chicago.
Oof.
Probably
That's
not a ton more, but you'll get some more.
So he's going through all 52 states?
No, I doubt it.
No?
He's just hitting
What are you talking about,
cities.
Dom?
Godzilla versus Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Godzilla versus Spokane.
So Godzilla versus New York City. You want to see that?
That
What?
might be next.
I think we saw that.
Listen, I want Godzilla to stomp the shit out of Times Square. Get rid of the fucking parasites there.
Leave the tourists alone.
No,
They
the
keep
tourists-
you in a
tourists.
job.
It's the shit that's there. It's the shit that there's at Times Square. They should
It's
be
Times Square.
Like,
Times Square is always going to Times Square.
Like tonight, they had boxing matches live tonight, and the
Yeah.
cops whipping asses there, man. I'm glad the fucking cops are beating the shit out of people, man, because they're acting up, man. I can't stand that.
We do not condone
I do condone it. I do condone it all. I want
police
the cops to do that.
brutality against lawful
just makes
citizens
me-
in New York City. Thank you
No,
very
we're
much.
not.
Tom makes
New
a
York City
huge
citizens-
leap from Godzilla to.
I don't know how we got, but get him back because Dom is out of his mind tonight.
You do stupid shit, you should get your ass whipped and taken off Earth. Plain and
Hey,
simple.
whoa. We don't condone that either.
I do. I work there, so I can say it. So shut up. Let's go.
They keep you in a job, Don.
Hey, the job sucks. The job sucks because I have to deal with that bullshit.
When Dom starts up his own channel, you can check out Dom's views on Dom Being Ridiculous. New show coming every Tuesday night.
I'm not being ridiculous.
Next
That's
up.
ridiculous, man.
We have Black Widow #1, the 1 in 4, selling around $50. Thunderbolts, anyone?
Yes. So today
Lord, good Lord.
it was pretty good, man.
That's one heck of a midriff.
I'm glad you thought it was good.
The Avengers, the new Avengers. Don't call them the Thunderbirds.
Whoa! What are you doing?
I call them new Avengers.
Dude, come on.
Spoilers, Tom.
What is it? Dom, you've been warned about this.
I don't care about spoilers.
Kick him out. Did you leave or did he quit? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
no spoilers. Don't do
why is
that.
this
Come
book?
on.
Is this a new book? This
No, it's
No,
a book. It's been out a
no.
long time ago.
No, this is from 2005, I think.
1999.
Yeah, I can say it looks a little antiquated. Okay.
Yeah.
No spoilers in the chat. You got timed out.
Thank you, Cosmic.
You get some J.G. Jones stuff in this. It's not bad. I love all the old Marvel Knights imprint stuff. So,
Mhm.
Black
yeah.
cover too.
yeah, people like Yelena. I told you she's going to be the tentpole character that comes out of this. So
And that's a horrible thing after that movie.
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Black Widow too. So if you want to see more about these books on Outside Looking In, head over to CBSI.com and check out Pete's notes on these books. And if you missed the CBSI Hot 10, you could always watch it on the rewind or head over to CBSI.com and check out the list for yourself.
There we go. Excellent. Good stuff. Good stuff.
And
Pickups, Jedi.
oh wow, right to me.
Ups.
Okay. Well, it is May the 4th be with you weekend. So I decided to go Star Wars because I've had some Star Wars stuff that I've been saving. So I ordered a graded. It wasn't graded when I got it because I asked him to do a remark on it. I'm not happy with the grade, but Jamie Tyndall. I asked for an Ahsoka remark, so that's what he gave me. It's not Ahsoka, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't think Jamie's the biggest pool of knowledge. He does great Star Wars covers. I don't know if he's necessarily the best pool of knowledge on Star Wars. So This is what I got, and it is a 9.4, which I'm not really that happy about, but hey, you roll the dice. Sometimes that's what you get. But I did pick up some other stuff from Jamie. This is one of his art books. It's not just Star Wars art in there.
His art books are nice.
Yeah, he does. He's good. It's that other stuff in there. And the reason I actually bid on this one is because he actually did a Batgirl remark on the. I don't know if you can pick the camera, pick it up. He did a Batmore remark.
Oh, that's nice. That's actually a decent remark.
Cool.
All right, other Jamie Tyndall stuff I got. He came. I got a bunch of his little what he calls his fancy sigs. I don't know what to call them, but here's Leia with this lightsaber sig.
Trailer Park Leia with her tribal tattoos.
Yep.
This is Leia with he did a Leia remark on this one.
I actually, I have that book over there somewhere, but not that one. That drone.
I asked for this. Okay, so I asked for a black. I asked for the dark saber remark. I didn't want it on this book. He got mixed up and he put it on the wrong book, which is okay. So I got the the dark saber remark on this one. You got a double blade remark on this one.
All right.
I actually like this one. This is actually I like this cover.
Lightsaber.
I like this. I like this one altogether. But he actually wrote some stuff on there, some remarks, including this is his graffiti signature that he did. I do like that I didn't tell him to do this either. I do like that he wrote Ewok suck on there because we're alive
Hey,
there.
speaking about Ewoks, you know, Ewok's skull is in the Predator Badlands movie. So crossover can begin.
What?
Here's another Sith.
Dark Talon, baby. That's my fucking favorite Sith chick.
This is the one that I actually wanted the dark saber on was this one, but he got a little mixed up. And then another Leia. And then just to round out the Star Wars, actually, I did pick this up on some whatnot. I don't know. I just picked up a Thrawn 6. I picked up another Darth Vader 3 first print, which if Afra ever decides to come out, I'll sell all my graded ones, and this will probably be the one I keep. And then this book was on the outside, or when it was on the top. It's on the Hot 10, I think, 2 weeks ago. But this is the second printing, which is a little more, a little harder to get, I guess. This is like probably about a $30 book because it's the second printing. And then lastly, what do I do with it? Oh, some guy was selling both of these on Whatnot, and I don't have a Leia action figure.
Oh, really? Oh.
I don't have one.
I had that as a kid.
I have. I picked up both of these for $30 for $15 a piece.
The soft goods are intact.
Yeah. The only thing it didn't come with the blasters. So that's the only
It's
thing.
vinyl tag. Is that soft goods?
Yeah,
It was
it's
what?
vinyl. But I assume he said these are the original capes, but he did not have the blasters. So I was like, okay, I'll take $30 for two of these things. Yeah, I'll do that. So that's it for me this week.
I'll look around. I might have that blaster laying around somewhere.
That blaster's probably worth more than the figure, to be honest.
Probably is.
If it's an original.
I got a little stack here. So
What do you got?
I
What do
got
you
a little Kickstarter action, little Godtail, Scarlet, little Joe Picar, little Jump Scare 2 came, little Heat Seeker. Finally got some things that came in that were very delayed.
Little underboob.
It's Marvin Tao, little Lotte, little furry action.
Furries. Once you graduate the furries.
Little furry action.
Oh,
Pick up anything. I like Antarctic Press. I still like these freaking Marvel vs. Capcom covers, and I will keep buying them when I see them.
I expect furries from Styx, but not you.
Speaking,
You're right. You're right, Bruce. Of all the people on the panel, I think
Little
Stix
critter?
would be the furry.
Yes, I can see him dressing up as a furry.
a little more critter.
No. So let's stop right there.
Ow. Little Hyde Street.
Hmm.
I love all the covers of Into the Unbeing. This first series and the second series, all the covers are just creepy and fantastic. And it's a reasonable book, so there you go. These finally came in. So got all those
love those
guys. That guy. There's a very nice Sensia cover. We got a little. I like these Brooks covers. I enjoy them. I think they're good covers. They're fun. And of course, a little Frizen.
That's the what? That's like a 1 in 20 or something.
It's the 120 here. I think so. Yeah, it's not foiled, so it should be the 120. Gambit. Little Stitches. There's the foil. I like all these. They're good. I got a little Scorched. Scorched.
Ooh, Scorched.
It's a great cover. I didn't realize when I bought that the Red Sonja Mars Attacks come with a card. Polybag with a
nice.
card. So all of them, and the card matches the cover.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So there's your monster.
Are you going to remove it from the polybag?
Of course I am.
He has to.
There's a little.
You don't have to. Don't tell me what to do.
Polybags are evil.
Finally got my Alcatraz.
I still haven't taken my Bronze Age Star Wars out of the polybag.
Dark Horse always just has some fun random books, some fun covers.
Can I see that cover
that's
again?
it. It's a Colin Bunn book. I was like, that's
Nice.
good. So that's what I got. Just a bunch of random shit this week.
Mud men.
Mud man.
No Mudmen. No Mudmen this week.
No money.
No Mud. Well, no. We got some whatnot pickups. Shout out to our buddy Retro Rocket. We all know who that is.
Who's
I
that?
picked a
You need to check with us first before you assume we know who's
Red Rocket.
JJ.
Oh, it's JJ. Okay. All right.
JJ,
All right.
JJ. I got my books from him. I bought that from his whatnot sale a couple of weeks ago. I got them last week, but it was after the show. I got it on Saturday, so I got that one. The Deathstroke Monsters of the Month cover.
Nice.
That's a cool cover.
I picked up this one with Courage. It's like a zombie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Cow and Chicken.
I remember watching that cartoon with my
I
kids.
love that cartoon. I got a couple Nightbreed books.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I hated that movie.
I loved that movie.
Really?
I loved it. It was funny.
And then for the Mummy cover, he had this EC reprint of Tales from the Crypt with the Mummy girl on there.
Nice.
Pick that one up. And then he sent me this book, which I was so glad to get into my collection. He sent me this Doctor Who book.
Oh, there you go. That's a fun homage.
Oh, nice.
Yes, yeah. That first Galactus homage.
Yeah, it's not Rose on the cover.
Nope, nobody breathing on there. Sorry.
Nobody fogging up the glass on that one.
I picked up a Modern Comics Blue Beetle number 3.
Ooh.
Always fun.
This was a giveaway. I don't remember who the seller was, but I had won a giveaway with this Harley Quinn Poison Ivy.
Didn't know JJ. Yeah, JJ does a lot of card sales, but he does this. I don't know if this was his first comic sale or not, but he's
I think
starting
it's the second one.
second one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
he's
his
starting to
second
do
one.
comic sales now, so keep an eye
Yeah.
out. Keep an eye out for that.
Local grocery store had these comic book packs.
What?
And this one was in there.
What?
It was 4 books, and it had this Star Wars black and white in there. So I figured for
There you go.
$10, why not?
Apparently, it's collectible.
Apparently.
Some of those packs have DCUs in them.
I actually needed that shit. That
What's
book.
what's in the back? Can you tell what the back cover? There's probably 3 in there, right?
Tim Drake Robin number 4. It looks like a
Oh, you can
80s
tell what the
and-
middle one is.
Open
well, you
it.
can kind of. I'm gonna open
He's not going to open them.
Open it.
Picked up an ASM 13. Nothing too fancy there. Inhumans number 3. Or Inhumanoids, I mean. Inhumanoids number 3.
Nice.
Star Blazers number 1. And then just some fun books that I like reading way back when. They had Royal Roy from Star Comics.
Hell is Royal Roy? Is that a knockoff Richie Rich?
Yeah.
Yeah, so knockoff Ricky Rich. Mad Balls
Man balls.
number 3.
Sounds like a visit to a free clinic.
Maybe you're neighborhood. Amazing Spider-Man local comic book shop day, number 13 edition. And this Wolverine number 139, still in the poly bag. I can't remember what one's in the back. Of the
Goddamn
bag.
poly bags. Open that goddamn bag.
Dollar Tree variants of what?
DC Comics.
Wonder
Oh,
Woman.
DC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought maybe Mark.
People are hunting those.
I thought maybe Mark has some Dollar Tree covers out there now.
Oh no.
And then lastly, trip to my local comic shop to dig through the dollar bins. I'll show you what I got out of there. I got an Alien Nation.
Ooh. Everyone loves Sam.
What number?
Fans.
This is what number is this? Well, this is number 3 of 4 from Adventure Comics. I got a Garbage Pail Kids versus Mad Balls. Godzilla versus Power Rangers.
Oh, remember that.
This wasn't a DCU, but it was Superman versus Doomsday.
Oh, look, he's hitting somebody in the nuts.
Speaking of DCU, I got Power Shazam,
Number 16.
number 16. Power Shazam, number 16.
Yep.
Power Shazam, number 16. Bruce, you're rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Power, number 16.
Just bring 2 of those tomorrow for me, please. Thank you. I need
Yeah,
clean copies.
Justice League, DCU, got Booster Gold on the cover.
Oh, that's the
looking for one with
DCU
Booster.
stuff that you collect.
Yeah.
Power Shazam, number 2, DCU.
Dang, Stix stumbled into a honey hole.
Power Shazam,
No, 19.
19. DCU. And then Legion Heirs Workforce, or Enter the Workforce, number 21.
You couldn't find a 20?
What's going on, Gene?
John.
Jeez.
It's John. John.
Was that enough?
John, sorry,
John.
John. Forgive my.
Hey, my good buddy Shane.
Oh,
Meeting
John
with
Muller, yes.
Shane in Canada in a few weeks.
Who's that? Who's going to be in Canadian?
We're gonna meet up with 1063 Comics, Shane,
Okay.
for
I'm glad I knew this. Awesome. Really looking forward to meeting some new people.
we're gonna meet like 3 or 4 YouTubers from Canada. So get ready. We're gonna have fun. They're gonna show us the sites and get us some poutine.
I'm all about meeting some new people.
Dom has been waiting very patiently. So
Well, Star Wars
Hey there.
Day was here. Picked up a Django Fett. Django hot toy.
Jingo.
Jingo shit.
Oh, that's my accent again. Gene. John.
We had this on sale for $10. The
Those Hawaiian accents.
Yeah, my Hawaiian
we had this
accent.
$10. The holographic series.
Sound like a
Darth
pineapple.
What the hell is that?
Is
Is
it-
Darth Maul.
that a
Is it-
glow in the dark butt plug?
No, It's your
Is
butt
it
plug, motherfucker.
Are some of his horns broken off, or is it
No.
just the angle?
No, it's
They
just
got stuck.
no. It's just the it's on the holographic thing. It just fucking sucks.
Oh, okay.
It's just a see-through plastic mall. I got that. I went to Five Below. I got some more
Five
mystery
Below?
packs. Five Below, little mystery packs of Stitch. Let's see what we got.
Oh my god, you opening boxes, really?
Yeah, why not?
How many you got?
Holy
Now?
crap.
I got two.
Okay, all right.
So here, those are the four.
There, Chase.
Was there?
No.
Yes,
I actually got the one. I like this one. There you go.
Christmas.
There you go.
Yeah,
He's gonna need a BAFTA tank after this.
yeah. You got one more. There you
I don't
go.
want to say anything about
Hey,
Tom.
I love fucking Stitch, man. Leave me alone, man. I don't care what anybody says. Oh shit, I got the same one. There you go. What do you want? The $5. There you go.
But you know, I can't get my Mark Jewelers first Boba Fett.
I got
Dom's
metal.
Dom's got a new goal. It's not that Mark Jeweler anymore. So it's
It's not.
double cover.
it's
Double cover.
Double cover.
That
25
and last but not
grand.
least,
Woo!
What?
I got something from Target.
Target.
Jay.
Stitch
Of
from
course.
Target. Flock. The new friggin' pop boxes that have the flock sticker on the box itself. The new sticker, new bullshit they have there. But it's
They
flock.
just find new gimmicks to sucker you guys in, don't they?
Look at all the stitches right there, man. I got a majority of them. I will get them all. I don't care.
And
Love
he's going to
Stitch.
get them all signed.
Yep.
But
And I'll get them signed.
Next
The
to
actor,
them all.
the voice actor, has signed a couple on eBay, so I'm gonna actually buy one. When I get a chance.
If you want to make Dom plots, you just have Stitch dressed up as Boba Fett, and he'll be
Well, I have a shirt, Boba Fett Stitch.
there. You go.
What?
See?
You do?
Yeah, 100% does.
What, was that custom made?
Yeah, well, it was made for me. The guy. There's a guy who does all Stitch in the cons. He shows up to all the cons.
I know a guy. I know a
I
guy.
know a guy.
I know a guy. You know,
Yeah. He's actually pretty cool, man. He's a good dude. He made the shirt.
They call him Jimmy Two Toes.
Yeah. So another.
Is that a
It's-
butt plug as well?
Bruce for is it custom made? Dom's like, no, it's just made for me. Oh,
It's
okay.
made for me. My butt plug is made for me.
I'm
No,
pretty,
you
pretty
still
sure.
Hey, listen, I take offense to that. Stop the shit.
About what?
Take it out with HR.
Listen, don't worry about it. HR's gonna get snuffed out. They will shut up.
Go ahead. I'm right here.
I know you're right there.
I have a keyboard. I'm not gonna freaking hide behind it. Are you done?
I think we got some footage of Dom angrily walking through New York.
Now this is the plan. Get your ass to Mars.
Listen, I want that meteorite. Boom, Times Square.
All right.
You can always move out. Oh, I gotta go. Forget about me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, Stix took so long, we just assumed you were
Yeah.
already gone.
Yeah.
Stix was showing DCUs. I got confused.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Because Stix,
You guys ready?
I don't
Go
think
rest- oh, here we go.
oh, Jesus Christ.
CGC. There will be a CGC unboxing video dropping this weekend. I'm not going to torture you guys here by opening that box and going through each one. I picked
Go ahead, do
up
it.
Batman Beyond number 6, Newsstand First Ink.
Nice.
Batman Beyond number 4. We all know what this is.
Ooh, Darwin Cook's first cover.
First Darwin Cook cover.
Good stuff.
What the hell? Who's playing with the controls?
I didn't touch that. I'm sitting back here.
Stix. Godzilla Shiny Foil.
Here we go.
Don't blame me.
Is that the 50th anniversary one? Or
I
there's so many Godzilla titles going on right now.
I don't know. This is number
I think it
1.
would be the 70th anniversary.
I think this is.
Sorry,
all
that's what I
Arnold?
meant, the 70th anniversary.
No, it's not.
Because
Arnold.
there's a 70th
Is it Arnold?
anniversary book out. There's the versus LA. There's Godzilla Heist. There's Godzilla versus Spider-Man.
Skate or Die or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Tim Saley's Lucky. I had to pick this up. I don't know why.
I don't know
Why
why.
not? Why
Oh,
not?
wait a
Furry on the cover.
Batman 159, the Cho.
I like Cho stuff. The Michael Cho. All right.
Red
Right.
Before Black number 5. The Suspiria cover.
There you
go. Sonic, DC Sonic, second printing. What is this? Ferraria, World's Finest, annual.
You mean
Legion
his
of
box,
Doom.
Mama Bear? His big box.
Lost Fantasy number 1. I'm a sucker for Final Fantasy homages. Bitter Root number 2, the cover A, Sanford Green. Bitter Root 2, the Momoko.
There you go.
Godzilla versus LA, the 1 in 50.
There you go.
Pinapocalypse.
Look at you, buying
Evil
some-
Dead homage. The 1 in
Yeah, I guess.
15. The 1 in 25.
Half those books Bruce just gets because they're worth money. You don't get them because he likes them.
I pay attention to FOC and I pay attention to Joe's Dueling. If you go back
I'm
a
still
few
waiting for
months,
my
it was on his
125.
now and later. Thank you very much.
You're a poser, dude.
Many moons ago.
I'm a businessman and a YouTuber. That's what we do.
Businessman and YouTuber. False prophet, I can tell you that.
False prophet. Free comic book day, Monsters.
I didn't even get my free comic book day. I forgot there was free comic book day. I missed out on that shit.
Tomorrow.
One of 5 exclusives for a free comic book day.
Yeah, nice. You know what Bruce is doing, how he gets all those books. So
Exclusives for Free Comic Book Day is something that's
Monsters number 1, the 4th print. King Spot exclusive. The regular card stock.
I do like that cover.
And the shiny foil. Oh, and this baby.
There you go.
not even a G.I. Joe fan.
Doesn't matter. I'm a G.I. Joe fan when I say I'm a G.I. Joe fan.
No, you're not. You can't be.
I would,
You're
I
a
would
poser.
flip-
You're
I
a
would flip
poser. You're a
that
fake guy's a false prophet. I
for
can
what
tell
you
you.
paid for that, I would flip it
Lying
like
bastard.
I should put on it.
Yesterday.
And shout out to friend of the channel, Brian LCS. I got his Kickstarter in, The Doctor. Quite a few copies.
There you go.
And that is it.
Nice. Sweet. Well, let's get off to the races, kids.
Oh, where my influencer business cards.
Yeah.
Well, if Dom takes off his shirt, it just says Bruce at top of his back.
Yeah.
My calling card.
He wishes, man. You see? He wishes. He dreams about me. That's why. You freaking come on. You wish.
For now, later this week, I also like the Matthew Skip variant on Pinapocalypse, so I threw that in there. Also, Heavy Metal drop this week. The Kickstarter hopefully will be shipping at the same time. And it's always frustrating to order a Kickstarter, and then they make a bunch of the stuff open order as well, and they seem to come out at the same time. You would just like to have the Kickstarter stuff in hand first. It would just feel nicer. But the Dan Quintana Kickstarter exclusive, this cover is not available on open order. It was very nice. So there's a handful of Kickstarter exclusive covers for Heavy Metal that were not available in the open orders that were quite nice if you can get your hands on them. So highly suggest it. Happy to see Heavy Metal back. Good stuff. Also had to throw 2000 AD issue 2430 there. It's just a badass Simon Davis cover. 2000 AD has been having really cool covers lately, but this is pretty gruesome, pretty awesome cover. So it's something that's open order out there, so you can get it cheap. For the future, I got Zatanna number 6, the Amare variant. I love Amare, and I love fishnets. So there you go.
No, we didn't know that.
Done and done. Done.
We didn't
and
know
done.
that.
No, I love my Zatanna.
And they made her look Asian. I'm buying that book.
I like that. Previously, Bruce first said that he pays attention to Joe, and he bases his buys on Joe, what Joe recommends, and Joe recommends this book because Joe likes fishnets. So
Yeah, pretty much.
I like Amare as well. I like Amare's covers.
Amari has been killing it.
And it's a good Zatanna cover. It's very nice. Nogi does not get enough love as Nogi
That's
should.
a great cover.
Spider Girl 2, the Nogi-san variant is
Spoiler: Spider
gorgeous.
Girl is getting a series.
Spider Girl, Spider Boy, they don't know what the hell they're fucking doing anymore.
So yeah, you're gonna get some Lady Bullseye. So there's a few
I was
Lady
about to
Bullseye
look at
covers.
that Lady Boys.
Lady
No, not
Boy,
Lady
it probably
Boys.
is a lady boy.
There's I see JC in here. He's been throwing up Nogi covers a lot
JC.
lately. So please follow him on the IGs because he's been killing it, throwing up some amazing Nogi-san covers. Also, Vision and Scarlet Witch. I'm sorry, all the Scarlet Witch shit has been fantastic in terms of covers. And the Vision and Scarlet Witch also has some great stuff. And this is a lyrics cover. Cover. Lyrics has taken shit to another level of her art. It's always fun to see these artists kind of blossom and take things to the next level. Lyrics, no exception. She's been branching out, and this is a beautiful cover. So pick up number 3, Vision and Scarlet Witch. I believe this is just an open order cover, but it's a beautiful lyrics cover. So get it.
Bye.
And for my tops and tails cover of the week, wonderful Kickstarter, Night of the Giving Head, number 2.
Yes. Yes.
What?
There's a Neom.
Give me
There's
that
Neom cover in there. If you're an Neom fan, it's good stuff. If you like a sheen, a damp sheen on your ladies, and you like their hair wet,
Damn sheen.
Why they cover up the boobie?
is this a new Kickstarter?
there's a little bit of a nip out. So I had to give a little cover there.
Who hasn't
yeah.
seen it? They
Yeah,
got
it's still
breastfeeding
live.
videos on Instagram now. Come on, man.
What? Those are AI, Dom. Those
Wait,
are
can
AI.
we go back to the
AI nothing. They got freaking breastfeeding videos on regular Instagram that go by.
They
So, like,
took that off a long
This is an
time ago,
Instagram.
Dom.
No, they came back.
they're
They came
back.
back?
They're back in full swing.
Is this a? Hey, is this? You said this was a Kickstarter, so this is an older Kickstarter, right? It's close.
No,
right?
this is new. This is
Oh,
still live.
I got to look it up because
Uh-oh.
The title in and of itself is a winner.
the title is just it's a grabber. It's like what?
It is. I was like, hey, thumbs up to whoever was sitting around and be like,
Yeah.
How about Night of the Giving Head?
I disavow.
Oh come on! It's funny.
It's good stuff.
Disavow.
It is good stuff, and Eom is great as well. There's some good covers in this Kickstarter, but I just felt like throwing up the Eom because sometimes I like them damp.
What are the incentives in this book? The tiers, because if the book is saying Night of the Giving Head, what else do you get? You think you get as the tiers go up?
There's no happy ending tier in the
I don't know if you'd want that.
this
Anyway.
Kickstarter.
That's sucks.
But there are some good covers. It's some fun stuff. So
He always takes it too far.
check it out on the Kickstarter. And I guess
This is why I hang out with Stix and not Dom.
next up, I believe we have
Help them, folks.
Chefs. 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 It's time for the 5-minute absolute update. Absolute.
What are we doing?
I thought we were doing Wonder Woman and Flash.
Oh yeah, we got Absolute Flash All In #2. I'm loving the Absolute universe. There's something in every title that you can gravitate to or not pick up if it's not your cup of tea, but there's something in all the titles that they're doing right for me.
Yeah, it was nice to have a Chuma Hill open cover as well, open order
cover
on the A cover. But yeah, I'm willing to give Lemire some time to cook.
Mm-hmm.
And the first 2 issues have been decent. I can't complain. Is it my favorite Absolute title? No, but am I enjoying it? Yes. It's especially the way they ended this one. Last panel is pretty fantastic. So that's Groot. So I thought that was fun little kick. It's fun to see the way they bring in characters you're familiar with in absolutely different ways.
Yeah.
And that is fun. And the story it's interesting. Like I said, Absolute has done a very, very good job of really taking characters that you're familiar with, taking little pieces of those people, but giving you something really completely different. And that's fun.
It's I know people enjoying Ultimate Spider-Man and the other Ultimate Spider-Man title, because nobody's enjoying X-Men, Black Panther, or what else is there for Ultimate? I mean,
the Ultimates, isn't there? They're just
Ultimates.
the Ultimates.
I don't know. For me, I'm enjoying the Ultimate Spider-Man. It just feels like just Peter Parker aged up and married. That's all it feels like, with the same supporting characters, and Aunt May is dead instead of Ben, and Ben is doing hot steam rooms with JJ. But yeah, I don't know. It's just
it doesn't feel significantly different enough,
yes.
And I don't know. It just doesn't feel like the effort was put into it as much in terms of like, hey, we're going to craft a really different universe with all these characters and really invest in. I mean, maybe the Spider-Man one, I gave up kind of reading it after a while. It just kind of bored me. But that's just kind of Marvel in general for me. But I really like what they've done with.
I will. And Spider-Man and Batman, they have their fan base. No matter what is in the book, people will pick it up and read it and say it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, and truthfully, Absolute Batman is my least favorite of the Absolute titles.
I actually think you, Bruce, are the only one that actually thinks it's freaking spectacular. I don't think there's a lot of people out there when it comes to some DC titles. I can tell you that.
What are you talking about? Why don't you pick up a book and read it and judge it for yourself for once?
Listen, because you know what DC stands for? Dumb comic. That's what DC stands for.
I've been
because all those Star Wars titles are really great art, and the storylines.
I'm not saying it's all Star Wars great art.
Mara J, man, get out of here with that nonsense.
Listen, learn the Star Wars lingo.
I don't need to learn the Star Wars lingo because they'll come on the big screen, the small screen, and I'll get my Star Wars fixed that way. Because Disney Star Wars is the best Star Wars, better than anything that Lucas has ever put out. Thank you very much.
You can suck a big fat one from that one. I can tell you that, son. Wonder Woman, I don't know what you're smoking.
Absolute Wonder Woman #7. We get some more gods. We get Hades and Persephone's, and Wonder Woman is fighting a Chimera, and you get a lot of backstories in this. And I'm loving how the Greek gods are so intertwined into the origin and story of Wonder Woman.
Hey, Blade Forger, read this book and figure out how to properly do back and forth time.
What's Blade Forger? Oh my God, Blade Forger!
This book does it well. This book properly balances time from past to present, and it does it in a way that makes sense, forwards the story, whatever. I think they've again, I agree with 1063 Comics. This is the best of the absolute titles, hands down. And now that they've cleaned up the interior art a bit so that Diana doesn't look overly handsome in certain panels,
I like handsome women.
Better.
Handsome women need love too.
It's been killing it. It's a fun read. It's an interesting story. I like how they're kind of taking their time with the story, which I appreciate. They're not trying to rush through anything. They're just kind of building and filling all those pieces that you need. I think they've done a fantastic job with this title.
Yeah, and I'm glad they're not pushing all three of the Trinity together so quickly. I'm glad they're taking the time and developing each character in their own titles first.
And I love the Cersei and Diana interplay as mother-daughter. It's a really good book. I enjoy it.
She's a better mother than what's her name? Yes. Everyone's a better mother than Padme. She gave up.
Yeah.
She said, fuck her kids. I can't live anymore. I can't have this man. I quit. I'm out.
Yeah.
Screw those little bastards.
Yeah. Yeah, that's but no. This it's a good title.
What is it?
I can't complain. I can't complain at all.
Yo, Fred, 2 hits. Me hitting him, that's it. Done.
Get out of here. Put him up. Extra stage left even. Put him up.
Bitch slap your ass.
Why? Bitch slap your ass.
Yeah. So get out
I'm
and
looking
read
down
titles.
into never mind, I'm going to say. Anyway, back to the show because Tom is interrupting.
Shit, you're the one that's talking.
Except I find it hard to bring myself to read a lot of major title DC and Marvel stuff nowadays, but I have really been enjoying the absolute ride.
Yeah. So
good stuff.
We're gonna keep reviewing absolute until it gets stupid.
Yep. Although next week we're gonna have a special 5-minute update, and we're getting back to Vampy, so we will have a 5-minute update for Vampy 2.
Speaking of good moms.
Good stuff.
It's time for Not a Comic or the Styx show.
I believe it is time for.
It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia. It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia Comic. Oh, cool. Sale of the week.
Really hate that Salia, the freaking goddamn.
I am never changing it specifically for that reason.
It's
the sale of the week. Salia.
That's not a comic.
So for those that watched last week's where the guys talked about dog collars, and now look at what we're going to talk about this week. Yes, you would be correct in that this is not easy to come up with fresh materials every week. So this week we're going to kind of maybe get a little American Picker vibes on some of the what I pulled up this week stuff.
And next week and have butt plugs and anal beads. That's what's going to happen.
They're selling.
They're not easy to find on eBay.
What?
If they're selling, if somebody has bedazzled one, you may see it on this.
I'm with Stix on this one.
Okay, so we have. This is stuff, like I said, this kind of antique or American Pickers vibe stuff that like you might see on a show like that. Antique, old like advertising stuff from the early 1900s. Antique flower seed counter display, and they said it's like 1910 through 1920. It's made by DM Fairy Flower Seeds. I'm not going to go into the dimensions. 25 bids, so at least 2 people were bidding on this. Ended up going for $165 back in early March. Not a bad price for something like that. I mean, that's a good decorative.
I got some old hardware and seed stores by me that have been around a long time, and they still got the boxes like this up with some of the seeds and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's nostalgic for sure.
Yeah.
And then antique tin litho cigar countersign from the it just said pre-1930s from Flora de Belar Cigars. I'm not a cigar smoker, so I don't know who that is exactly. It did say that the actual the tin was manufactured by BW&M Company and from Mansfield, New York. Best offer $128 again in early March. Again, this is kind of some cool. I know we kind of geek out on Star Wars, DC, Marvel stuff, and Joe and Stix kind of maybe they're a little more diverse in some of the stuff they have hanging on their walls. But this is like stuff you'd put in like like a man cave or something legit. Something with a little taste, not just like Marvel, DC, Star Wars stuff. So this stuff's pretty cool.
Providence to it.
Unfortunately, I think what makes me nervous about actually buying stuff like this is this stuff is pretty popular nowadays, and there's probably a lot of repros out there, reproductions of a lot of this stuff, which would make me a little nervous with buying some of this stuff. But what you're looking for, and again, these prices aren't bad either. So.
No.
I don't know the original versus the cost of a reproduction. I have no idea, but
I mean, and just like with comic books or any kind of collectible, know what you're buying, do your research. That way you can be more educated and so you know that you're buying what you want to be buying. And it's not
this kind of stuff is stuff that is great to find in the wild. You got consignment shops and antique malls and stuff like that, and come across this stuff all the time, reasonable prices.
This next one is I thought this next one was a little. It's just me, I think, because when I think of Osh Gosh Begosh, I thought of like this is like some sort of like designer clothing, like mall store clothing or stuff like that. I had no idea that they made overalls like back in the early 20th century. An antique overalls lighted display sign, again from the early 20th century by Oshkosh Begosh. A pair of overalls that cost you $1.19. How crazy is that?
That ain't bad.
Yeah, one bid, so basically I buy it now for $585 in late March.
That's a lot cheaper than my Carhartt overalls.
That is, I mean, two things struck me on this. For one, I was very uneducated about Oshkosh Begosh's history. Again, I thought they were like some sort of mall clothing, but $1.19 too. That is just insane.
Really close.
Pair of overalls.
Yeah,
we prefer Sons of the Soil.
Yeah.
Hillbilly.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's it. That's it for this week. Again, kind of a different vibe than well, I don't know. Last week we did Dark Collar, so who knows what we'll do next week.
I liked it.
Cat trees.
All right. Well, you know what time it is.
You are not having a massive stroke. It's just trivia with Stix. You did not suffer a debilitating head wound. It's just trivia with Stix.
It's not CTE or PTSD.
It's just trivia with Stix.
Stix gave us a little something different this week. No trivia.
Shenanigans.
Really?
You have to unmute yourself, Stix, because remember, you are in Bizarro StreamYard, where every time something plays that mutes everybody else,
I know.
Stix gets unmuted.
You're in opposite land.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, not really trivia. I am going to ask you to put a dollar amount to what you think is going on here.
What?
So I found two eBay listings that I call shenanigans on. I'm gonna show you it. We're gonna go through the listing, and so this is your eBay number. Don't look it up yet, but in case you want it, because I'm gonna upload this to my IG. What am I doing? Okay, here we go.
You misspelled very, but okay.
I didn't do this. This is from the listing.
Yeah, I could tell you clipped it.
Well, I don't know.
What is this?
This was
Very rare duo. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Very rare duo X-Men and classic Fantastic Four. Many dollar signs, so big money. And
and big ups for Ukraine.
Yep. It also is going to help. Well, you'll see here in a minute here. So these are the books in this listing. What's the first thing you think of when you see these books?
Bruce freaking fixed it.
I think
Bruce
there's a Walt Simonson cover and there's a Mignola cover.
All right. Anything else?
They beat up his shit.
Hey, how shitty are these fucking books?
It's a fucking beat up, man. Like
These are 90s books. What the fuck? What is this?
Yeah.
Hey, that X-Men Classics a newsstand.
I don't care. It has stains on the top. Ew.
It's rare. It's a newsstand. All right. Yeah, very beat up. Now remember, they said these are big money. Big money.
Uh-huh.
All right. 35% of this sale is going to go to the American Heart Association.
Oh, Stix is telling us a story here. Okay,
not bad, right?
I'm in.
Yeah. Okay, not bad, right? Okay, I'm gonna whatever I can make from this listing. 35% is going to the American Heart Association.
Okay,
Big guy, good guy. Okay, let's read this listing.
You're calling shenanigans on him, and he's a good guy. What?
Oh, well, let's wait to the end. We don't know yet. Very good book that does not look new and has been read, but is in excellent condition. No obvious whatever. Read more. Like I didn't get to read more.
It's got a hell of a lot of characters in that book. Yeah, Donald Trump is in that book.
Yep. Deadpool, Harley Quinn, Hellboy, Peacemaker, Amazing Man.
Elon.
First appearance.
Elon's in there. Yeah.
22 Bride, 3D Man. Aaron, Ajax, Achille.
So somebody's trying to catch the algorithms.
Yeah, right. Anything to get those algorithms for you.
This fucking guy did from Star Wars.
I love the series title, Double Your Money.
Double Your Money.
No, wait.
Oh,
is
sorry.
8-Ball,
Double for your money.
Is 8-Ball the name of a character, or are they just trying to kiss the drugs?
Yeah, 8-Ball is a Marvel character.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that was Speedball. I don't know, maybe not. All right, next.
Oh, the eyeball.
Yeah. There we go. All right, here we go. Hey.
I have no idea what's going on.
Anyway, I like this better than trivia, Bruce. I'm telling you right now. I'm in on this.
Fantastic Four. Cover artist, Transfiguration. Elon, Trump, X-Men, and X-Men.
That'll start
in the universe. Adventure Time. Alien, American Gods, Archie, Battlestar Galactica, Conan, G.I. Joe, Game of Thrones, the list of others, Power Rangers. Doctor Who is in there. He did put Doctor Who in there. I'll tell you that is how I found this listing.
I am guessing, I'm hazarding a guess that for most of this listing, he copied another listing that just had all of these universe
it's very possible.
names in it.
It's very possible. Hey, he even put, well, if it isn't his, if he did put, he even put Stargate in there. So hats off to that, because not many people put Stargate in their listing. Or Doctor Who for that matter, I guess.
I know Pony's in there too.
It's so many printings all at once.
Yep. He gives it a grade of a 7.0. calls it a trade paperback. Features first printing, second printing, third printing, fourth printing, fifth printing, first edition. Runs the gamut down there. Variant cover, vintage paperback.
I find it amusing that he says it's a Marvel publisher from the Platinum Age, when Marvel didn't exist yet.
Yep, there you go. Genre: action, cartoon, classics, sci-fi, LGBTQ. I don't know what LGBTQ is. Q&A.
He's hitting everything. He just
I
wants
never
to make
heard
sure that
Q&A.
Algo picks it up.
Post-apocalypse, virus, war, and Western. All right. How much do you think he has this book listed for?
2,000.
3,000.
Wow, this book.
Well, considering it's very rare, I'm guessing a high number.
Is this can you give us an over-under on this, Stix?
Yes. How about this? Over 10,000 or under 10,000?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Under 10,000.
Wow. This guy's got big cojones. You know what? I'm going to say this guy thinks this book is over $10,000.
Well, you are getting 2 books out of this.
Yeah, you're getting 2. One is the newsstand, remember. Don't forget that newsstand.
One is a newsstand.
And it comes with a koa.
I said $1 billion.
Jeez.
All right. We got our guesses in there.
Yep.
Everybody that cared to, I guess. Yeah.
All right. And your answer is?
Yeah. I'm good at this game. I always go high with these.
I mean, you can buy it now for close to $50,000 if you don't wait for that auction to end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You don't want to risk a gem like this to an auction. You got to jump in with both feet. Just go.
Yeah. Just take it when you see it. Snag it
Go
up.
to a good cause. Go right ahead.
35% of that goes to the American Heart Association.
I believe he said you could double your money, so we're looking at $100,000 comic book.
He did say that. All right. All right, up next. Shenanigans number 2. This is the second one. I only have 2.
That was only one?
That was only one.
Thank God there's only
right.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Amazing.
All right. Marvel Comic, The Amazing Spider-Man, July 1985, number 4. Very rare front page miscut.
Okay, this guy's obviously educated. He spelled very correctly. Okay.
Educated?
He's educated.
Educated. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, Tyson.
Yeah, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
That's true. Okay. Here's our pictures. This is what the book really claiming. This is your miscut on your Amazing Spider-Man.
Now, did you research to see if there was actually a miscut, Stix?
It was mistorn.
Well, that's what the pictures are for. You can see that it was the.
Looks like somebody cut that themselves with a blade.
When the printer did it, it did not. I guess the paper might have been folded over, so it didn't cut correctly.
Well, I mean, let's give the guys. He didn't say it was miscut at the factory. He just said it was miscut.
No, he did not say that. No, you're correct. He did say that. So here you got your fold over. Comes, you see where it should be cut. What it looks like from the inside. You can see that the fold over, and from the back, you can see that it goes past the line of scrimmage here. Boom, boom. All right.
This is very, very one of a kind. That's like Dom's books.
It might be. It might be one of a kind.
Right. Very, very rare. Might be one of a kind. Front page miscut as seen in pictures, lower right corner. Must see genuine and original and not altered. Came as seen in pictures.
The front
Will
page
come in thin plastic sleeve. Well, thank God for that.
It's got
Original
miscut on it. So
I like that. Being sold at this price due to error and partially due to error.
Rarity
miscut as opposed, that was before she became Mrs. Cut.
To the error.
That's right. Well, she's not married, so.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you didn't go as guess.
Oh, sorry.
You got ahead.
What the hell?
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Over
I already told you. So,
What's up with these drug related issues, man?
$59,000 for that book.
What was the cover? Did he even show us the cover? Did I miss it?
I don't know.
Well, no, I only showed you the.
Oh, you just showed the pages.
I just showed the pages.
Yeah.
So those are your true shenanigans this week.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, you find those
like,
please don't do that again.
No, I disagree, Bruce. I felt like I could be
I'll work on
involved.
it.
I felt like I could be involved with this one. The others, I feel like I'm completely left out.
Look, let me tell you something. There are so many dumbasses on fucking eBay that try to sell shit like that. It's ridiculous.
Did you have who was selling that book, by the way?
I didn't put their name up there. No.
Okay.
You should have. You should have.
Retro.
I didn't look to see about
retro, whatever JJ is retro.
It's not Retro Rocket. No, it was not Retro Rocket.
Red Rocket.
Yeah.
I'm
not
interested.
Red Rocket. No.
And I will tell you why I'm interested, because there is another one of those with a very similar title. Number 4, very rare front page miscut. And it basically has a different error fold on the corner that somebody is selling for $59,900.
You're going to get some dumb fuck that buys it too.
So that is
I mean,
interesting.
I looked up like
Going to
past
charity,
sales
though.
of anything similar, and they were nothing in the realm of this kind of number. But it's not. I don't think it's really that uncommon because printers make errors all of the time. Things happen.
I found
things
it
happen in the
interesting.
process.
I found it interesting that there were 2 books with printing errors like that, where it's a completely different printer error, and both were asking ridiculous prices for a book that's normally, $2 to $15.
I'm sorry, Joe.
So you might have 2 guys. You might have 2 guys doing some shenanigans, or the same guy doing some shenanigans.
Yeah.
But I want to look into it more. I want to know if there's an actual printer error, if that's an established printing error. I'm guessing it's not, but you never know. You'll have to stay with us next week, and we will do the research. So I just wanted to go through some of, we're a third of the way through the year, and we're always thinking to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and sometimes we forget about what we've had so far this year. So I figured I'd just go through some of the good stuff that we've had this year in terms of some good books to read, some great covers, and some trending artists. So let's get into it. If you haven't been picking up those Werewolf by Night books that came out this year with the gist covers, the gist covers were all fantastic. If you are a fan of the Marvel horror side of the house, all the open order gist covers were fantastic. So that's something to get. Ickpot threw out a handful of Vampirella covers this year.
This is his first. I think this is his first one.
Yep.
I want to be the one to say it, but I think this cover looks more than a handful.
It is definitely more than a handful.
I don't know. I got big hands.
And as always, Mark has been killing it this year.
And Jedi is now getting divorced. His wife just
She doesn't.
Well, I'm sure she knows how big his hands are. So.
She's well aware.
Yeah, we kept getting multiple printings and second printings, third printings, fourth printings of monsters. There are a lot of good covers in there. I peppered some Spears stuff through here of some of these monsters covers as well. But it's hard to not talk about the first quarter of the year, the first third of the year without mentioning some of Mark's stuff because it is still heating up the market. You had a MegaCon exclusive. You had a Delato Spider-Man. Everyone loves Delato. Everyone loves Spider-Man. So I had to throw that in there as well. It's a nice Spider-Man.
I got that one. That's a good cover.
All these EC imprints, the J. Stevens 1 and 10s were fantastic. I love the Cruel Kingdom one, which people tended to sleep on. Everyone was picking up from the other titles, but it's a great 1 and 10. Those 1 and 10s can be picked up reasonably. I think they're fun sets to put together for a reasonable price that's still out there. Another artist that seems to be catching a little bit of steam, Godtail. The Magic cover that he had out earlier this year was fantastic. He's going to start getting a lot more work, so you're going to start seeing a lot more Godtail out there. So if you want to pick up some of the older stuff, it is out there. Motozaki, with all the Star Trek Defiant ratios that were out there, his stuff, he doesn't do a ton of stuff, and people tend to like to collect his stuff. And those Star Trek Defiant books aren't overly ordered in most stores. So there was I think 3 of them, at least 3 or 4 of those 1 and 10s for Star Trek Defiant that he did on the ratios. So you can go out and hunt those, but they were all good covers. Even Rose Besh had some good stuff this year. I enjoyed that Baroness cover. It was a good Baroness cover. Flops gave us a Kanto cover that was delayed, but finally made it out for all you Kanto fans. It's a fun Kanto cover. Bill Kolb did a nice 1-3 ratio on HAL #1, which is still one of my favorite covers so far this year. Another book that kind of slid through the radar but had some really great art was Woodstake. That's just a badass. It's a badass Jimi Hendrix cover. That
like
came
that.
out earlier this year.
Good play on words too. I like that.
Is that Jimi Hendrix versus vampires?
That's Jimi Hendrix, and there's vampires.
Jimmy
I
Hendrix.
said wood steak, vampires.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm glad.
I
completely missed that, Dom. Thanks.
You got.
Ivan Tal was killing it this year. Had nice World Tree stuff. He had some nice stuff on some gun honey stuff. Had some nice Kickstarter covers as well. So Tal's been doing a lot of good work out there as well.
I like those World Tree covers. They're
good. They're good, and they just kind of slip through.
Good.
They slip through the cracks. I don't know. One of my favorite titles this year, Pit Apocalypse, and people really got finally introduced to Sveta. That Foxy, the first one in 25. Not an easy book to find unless you want to go on the Massive site and pay $140 for it, which it still is on Massive site. But you could get the Roxy as well. There in the second for Pit Apocalypse 2. Sorry, that was the second print. But all of the open order covers were also fantastic, and the smaller ratios, like we saw the Matt Skiff one, and this 1-10. I think this was 1-10 or the 1-15 off of #1 as well. Also great. We got a lot of different titles from that X-Posse Holdings, a lot of Todd Skull covers from Killtown, Papa Duke, Chamberlains. There's a lot of titles out there, and there's some really, really cool covers out there that kind of slid under the radar that are still very accessible. I threw this up as the sleeper Mark Spears cover because it's not all shiny and covered with smoke and everything else. It's just a cool sketch cover of the creature, and it's a good cover. All of the Psylocke stuff this year was fantastic. They did not hold back in terms of kicking out badass covers, and Lobos seemed to find another gear too. We were talking earlier about lyrics, kind of finding that second gear and stepping things up. Villalobos also picking it up. He's getting a lot of work now too, and it is good stuff. Seasons, another great Rick Remender title, fun read. I love the 1-25 on issue #1 as well. It's a great cover, but like I said, also a great read if you want to just pick up the open orders. Again, some more Star Trek Defiant. Like I said, they were fun covers. All right, I put some in there. I put a little something for everybody in there.
I have all of them.
They're great covers.
They really are.
And sometimes that Star Trek stuff, the stuff that people didn't get their hands on, they want down the line, and that's
a lot of those Star Trek ratios are hard to find too.
Yeah, because those stores aren't ordering tons of Star Trek Defiant. Of course, everyone loved the shark on Monsters, be it the metal. I just like to throw the open orders on there so you can see the title. Udon gave us a nice pair of these lovely. Yeah, it gave us a nice pair. You had the White Bride and the Bride in black here. This one in black with the red sold out pretty fast. The white one is still accessible, even though it's basically the same picture. But Ickpot's still making a name for himself. I think he could do things like this where it's like, okay, the proportions aren't so out there that it turns off some people.
But you still know it's Ickpot.
Yeah, you still know it's Ickpot. I love it. I like Ickpot stuff regardless of whether it's outrageous proportions or this stuff. I enjoy his art a lot. And of course, Eom making a name for himself as well, breaking into DC titles now and putting stuff out there. And I love this. I love this Vampy. They always look wet. It's always a good thing. Again, Lobos, Poison Ivy. the guys, he's putting it into gear. He's stepping it up, as is on that Adam project. That's a Lyrics cover. Lyrics is kind of breaking out of kind of the same type of covers as well, and doing some different stuff. And I really like to see these artists kind of evolve like that. That's nice to see. Yeah, the Puppeteer Lee was nice, Grumpy. Savage Tales came out as well, and I'm a sucker for a good Savage Tales Sidearm cover. I just can't help myself. It was a great Exorcist homage with Exorcism at 1600 pen. It's a Dave Johnson cover, even though the book itself is just too goddamn hard to read because it's too dark. The interiors are too goddamn dark. I love Cayman America because I love when you give a redhead a fire crotch. Literally, it is.
Nice. You get some toe action there next to a crotch too, so it's nice.
Yeah, you literally get a fire crotch. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. You had some exclusives on Pin Apocalypse as well. It's a nice little Torchy homage. Again, Lobos Magic, can't go wrong. You had Momoko did a cover for Bug Wars. I really put Bug Wars in here just because it's a really fun read. If you're not reading Bug Wars, it was not what I expected, but it's been a very good read, so definitely suggested. Sonia Mattis has been doing a lot of exclusives for Zetascope. Some of the higher ratio and exclusive work, which has been really, really nice. She's still doing well. Poulat's still killing it, throwing stuff out. I love Poulat's stuff. He did some Heatseeker stuff. He's done some Vampy stuff this year that has been top notch. And he's done a lot of good Kickstarter stuff. And Penosian, still no slouch. As much as he carried last year in terms of one of the top artists, he's been he's still killing it. I love the Catwoman cover. The Midtown exclusive for Zatanna was one of my favorite Zatanna covers. It's good stuff. Bermejo's covers on Epitaph from the Abyss
So
were all
good.
fantastic. This one in itself was just so damn creepy. It was fantastic.
I like it.
Again, I like the book How. I really like those ratios. The ratios are kind of fun on those, and they're only 1 and 3s, and they're pretty easy to come by. So that's a fun book. Hello Darkness had some fun exclusives or some fun variants as well. And of course, Godzilla vs. Chicago was a big book. It's a big book this year so far.
Yep.
Another fun read. The covers are fun as well. I love the art, and I really enjoy the story. But Jump Scare is a good book. I highly recommend Jump Scare. It has been a fun indie title. I think you should pick it up, give it a read. They're still very accessible out there. It's a book that people are just a little buzz about it, but it's a fun book. You got some Suspiria. Suspiria's been throwing out some great covers this year as well. Who's at the Crow? I can't even remember whether that actually came out. I know I had it pre-ordered.
I ordered that, and I still haven't received my copies. I just thought about it.
I did too when I was putting it in here. I was like, I can't remember. I was like, I know I had it pre-ordered.
Yeah.
I don't possibly ever remember it coming. So if this book didn't come out, I apologize. But the art does still exist out there that she had. And if it ever makes its way out, it is a great Suspiria cover. Again, Eom making his way into DC with that little run of Poison Ivy covers.
Yeah, I think that's his first DC cover too, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I like to see that. I like to see my smut artists make their way into the mainstream. It makes me happy. The Batgirl series as well has had a handful of really nice titles on it too. All you Cassandra Cain fans out there. Sister Imperator, great read, fun covers. Fun covers, great read. Suspiria again on Penthouse 1. That's just a great cover. I have to mention Perillo because everything Perillo's touched with Vampirella this year has been fantastic so far. You could just pick basically any Perillo Vampirella cover, and they've all been great. Vampirella in general, I tend
has them all taped up to his wall in his bathroom when he goes to the bathroom.
Leave Jedi alone.
You know me. I like. You know, I'm more of a Red Sonja fan. Jedi's more of a Vampirella fan. I tend to find that the titles tend to kind of flop in terms of who's been having the better covers within a given year, and Vampirella's been.
I have a question for you,
covers.
Joe.
Yeah.
The Vampirella, is that a Chizotis?
Yes, that is.
Okay.
Chizotis.
That was my favorite Vampirella cover.
Chizotis covers are great.
He's killing Vampirella too right now. One after another. It seems like all his Vampy stuff is good.
Yeah, it's been really good. And like I said, getting those A covers off of no, I never received my Suspiria Penthouse one. And I will make my weekly fuck you Tifa statement about that, because I had it ordered like at the end of 2024 pre-ordered, and I will probably never see it. I had multiple copies ordered. I'm guessing there was a delay in Penthouse One because
and their website is down, so you can't even check anymore.
Yeah,
I had a whole bunch of monsters ordered and nothing.
He's gone now.
Gone.
I
I
like Nuno Parida. The Betty Cinderella Love homage is a beautiful cover for a store exclusive. I like it. You could pick from a lot of Transformers covers that were fun this year so far. I just wanted to throw an RC in there.
Yeah, that book had a special limited edition box set that came out. Was it two? There was a box that you get the book, and you get some other items that came out. It was like $50, $40.
Yeah, John Jang's been doing some crazy shit.
I did not get the Perillo. He did two that I know of. The Perillo nude topless, I guess I should say, Vampy polybagged. I did not get those.
Oh, you will.
Yeah, I don't think they're terribly expensive. I think
it's dynamite. You'll be able to find them. Give it like 5 months, and you'll be able to pick them up very cheap.
Oh, might take that one out of the polybag.
That reminds me. We gotta read issue number 2 of Mine is a Lone Lonesome Grave,
which is a great story. And like I said, I
forgot about that.
These books are up here not just for not just for art, but the stories as well, and the art is great in it as well. It's not bad art, but issue 1 was really good. So like I said, these indie titles, there have been some really, really good indie titles coming out lately that are fun rates. Of course, like I said, you have multiple printings of monster stuff. Like I said, you could just pick whatever you want out of there. They're all pretty fun and pretty cool. Everybody has different tastes in terms of what they like out of Mark Spear stuff. I'm not a big fan of the homage covers. I kind of like this stuff, so that's why I threw in the Smoking Man. Famora has been doing, open order covers now as well. Again, he is an artist, which I will say, and I'll say it every goddamn time I mention him, amazing artist who does not give you derivative art every single cover. He gives you something completely different every single time. And that's pretty rare in the comic book world. So he's a fun artist to look out for because you never know what you're going to get. The good old Psylocke 150. You can't pass that up. It was, like I said, all the Psylocke covers have been fun. I enjoyed that one as well. Picked it up. I like the Elektra Daredevil and Female Muse cover as well on Daredevil Unleashed Shell. It's just a fun cover. And again, I just had to throw another Gist cover in there because these Werewolf by Night covers are really, really good. The Gist covers. If you're a Werewolf by Night fan or just horror fan, they're really good covers. Again, Ivan Tao, killing it with a little Heat Seeker. Out of Alcatraz, really fun covers, fun book, fun read. Highly suggest it. I will always throw Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas homage cover up. The Loose End Hardcase Crime book, fun kind of book to read. It's not a titty book like most of the Hardcase Crime ones, where it's titty noir. It's more noir.
Is that a new genre, titty noir?
Sure, why not?
What the hell?
I just invented it.
Just coined that.
But Loose End has been a fun read, like most Hardcase Crime stuff has been. Of course, Hughes threw that Last Boy ratio in there that seemed to do pretty well.
Boo.
It did okay and then cooled off a bit, but not the best Hughes around, but it was random Hughes.
I have two at CGC now.
Mad Cave put out an LA Strong cover, which I suggest people buy if they can find it, because a lot of those proceeds do go to charity for victims of the fire out there. Again, Todd Skull stuff, any of his covers. Now, I know people say he uses AI. Yes, he uses AI. He's very open about the fact that in his art, he uses AI and then modifies things. But the covers have been badass. So I'm going to keep picking them up. You got all of your Godzilla verses from the Marvel thing. I liked all the poster ones, to tell you the truth. They were my favorite. Patrick Horvath had a new book out, Free for All. So if you like the bear that killed people, give this a try. You might enjoy it. Jenny doing her thing. The Hello Darkness Jenny covers were great, and we got a Jenny topless cover, which is always nice. I won't knock that any time of the week. But again, the Hello Darkness variants, when they do like the third cover over there, some of these random variants on Hello Darkness are really, really great covers, and they're not ratios. So if you want some cool art, there's some great covers out there. All of Luana Vecchio's covers were great on Doll Parts, but this Coffee cover, I think this is cover C on Doll Parts, was top notch. All of the covers on it are. I will buy anything that woman puts out. Universal Monsters gave us a Mummy title. And that was a pretty badass. I think it's a Martin Simmons cover. That's a pretty badass Mummy cover for a non-picture cover, because I had to look twice at first. I was like, is that just a picture? Oh no, that's actually drawn. So that's a pretty cool cover. There's a lot of good covers coming out on the Mummy. I haven't read it yet. Some of these Universal Monster titles have been a little hit or miss, but if you're a Universal Monsters fan, there's some stuff out there for you. You can't knock Bitterroot. Like I said, it's back out there. It's a good title to read. Fun title. Pick it up. Those ratios always seem to do well, and they always seem to have some fun, surprising ratios that pop out of the series as well. J.G. Jones and Paul Bram did Dust to Dust, which has been an interesting read. All the A covers are J.G. Jones art, which is fantastic. This is the B cover on issue 4. But good read, great art, interesting book. And for Matt, I had to throw in our little Negative Space jackpot cover there.
Mary Jane.
Yep.
It's a MegaCon, right?
Yeah.
The MegaCon shoot.
Well,
C3E2. That was C3E2. That was the
Or C-
C3E2. Yes, the Venom.
Oh, I thought it was one
exclusive.
C2E2. Okay.
I was a fashion school serial killer. Fun book, interesting read. Been enjoying it. It also has had some really interesting and fun ratios and covers. There's a Tom Coker ratio cover coming up on that book as well, for I think issue 3 or 4. If you're a Tom Coker fan out there, we're getting a little more Spawn Universe stuff. People love their Spawn shit, but it's a Black Ritual book. Some nice art in it. So if you're a Spawn fan, you're getting a little something out there as well. We got our ASM reboot again with the 8,000 covers, but Bermejo cover was fun on the far right, and the Penosian there of Black Cat is pretty nice. Another big title. I mean, for me, this year so far has been about picking up Pop Kill books and Pin Apocalypse books. But Pop Kill has been a fun. It has been Pop Kill is a fun read. You can say what you want. Pop Kill is a fun read. It's a good book, great covers, fun art, good story. That's all you can ask for in a book. But like I said, the open order covers have been great. I love that Penosian cover, the first one there, which was just an open order cover, which is just sinful that was an open order cover, but it's a good one. You had a great Amanda Connor ratio on that. You had a nice Micah exclusive, and apparently now in the mail is my Will Jack #1 exclusive, which I've been waiting for quite a long time. He sold 2 and he sold 3 so far, but I'm still waiting to get #1 in hand. So.
What the hell?
All right, man.
Boring.
Sorry you don't like tits there, Dom.
I love fucking tits. All right, bro. I went to the movies, I went to the gym. I'm exhausted, dude.
Like I said, Pin Apocalypse has been
coffee.
Great. And again, Will Jack is still cranking out some really nice Pop Kill exclusives as well. But so is Sveta. She has an exclusive out for Pop Kill as well, and as well as the current and prior Pin Apocalypse stuff. And of course, the skiff on the far right. Vampy, like I said, Vampy has had a good year. You got a new Vampirella 1 reboot, which was nice. You had the Spears, of course. You had a nice Pilat exclusive.
I might have a few of those spears. I might have a few.
Yeah, I think everybody has a few. I liked this little Dan Parent exclusive that was there. It was fun. I like the blending of kind of the Archie and Vampirella stuff. And Nuno Parita's little Archie homage there on the far right is still that was kind of my favorite Vampy cover.
So I saw I was watching a 616 whatnot stream, and the owner or whatever is on there. He's saying that Pilat is he's exclusive to 616. He says. So does that mean he can only do exclusives he can't do any like open order A covers and stuff for DC or whoever, because he can only do exclusives for 616?
Well, store exclusives and open order would be two different things.
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If he's exclusive to 616, can he still do open order for like DC?
Yes. Yes, he can.
Yeah.
He just can't do
he also has Kickstarter order.
He can't do store
range.
Yeah, but he also has Kickstarter stuff. The Escort #2 right now, I think, has a block cover on it. You can't mention this year without mentioning Rivals. You had a nice Momoko cover. I still like that Momoko cover. And then you had your J. Scott stuff as well. Those J. Scott covers, people gobble those up pretty fast. And again, Godtail. Yeah, they got another Godtail cover. Don't sleep on Godtail.
I think Momoko has at least. I mean, she may prove me wrong tomorrow, but I kind of think she's found her rhythm. I think she got popular so fast that maybe she was trying to do way too much, and her stuff just really took a quality nosedive for a while. But lately, the stuff I've seen from Momoko has been pretty decent. So hopefully she's found her rhythm and is able to, do quality stuff and still meet her dedeadlines or whatever. But
I don't think she's going to cons anymore. Is she still going to cons?
I heard on somebody speaking that she hasn't been to a con in 2 years.
Yeah, since the fight.
Yeah, maybe since the fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I still, like I said, every now and then she still throws out a cover, and I'm like, oh, I like that. I've always kind of liked Momoko, but like you said, I think there was a volume of work at one point where things just kind of got a little simplistic. But when you can tell when she takes time with the cover, and those normally come out pretty good. And of course, that Nubovich Catwoman ratio. That's I don't know why I like it as much as I do, because there's nothing overly special about it, but it's just a good cover. It's a good cover.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Lozano, I mean, people like that Supergirl, and he is going to have a Zatanna cover as well. So if you liked his art, you picked this up or missed this, he's going to have more out there. You just got to look for it. I'm normally not a huge fan of different covers on a facsimile, but props to Dan Mora. He did it right. That's that Action One homage.
Yes, he's really good.
Facsimile cover that Dan Mora did is just chef's kiss. Dan Mora, he could do no wrong in my book. He is great. And most recently we got our Dana Warren Johnson Wolverine there as well, which seems to be doing quite well. Little sleeper book there.
I don't get it, but okay.
And of course, we had all of our Godzilla. You had more playbill poster or movie poster or boxing poster covers with Hulk versus Godzilla and Spider-Man versus Godzilla. The Hulk one's kind of they could have done better, but the Spider-Man one's pretty good. And then people seem to really like the Predator versus Spider-Man book as well. Awesome. Yeah, there's some good covers in that. They did a good job with that. And then, of course, you also got your reprints of Star Wars as well.
You have a new one coming out. A new one coming out on the 5th. Mike Mayhew coming out.
So I thought the black and white was kind of fun. Like I said, I'm not a big facsimile buyer unless it's weird Golden Age stuff, but that was a fun little black and white cover. I hope people didn't sleep on these fun Superman covers because they were all great.
Yay!
They started off as open order, then went up to 1 in 25s, but it's a great set of covers. If you can get all 4 and have them as a set, I think it's pretty nice. If you're a DC collector, especially an old school collector, they're fun covers.
Who collects DC?
And again,
Nobody.
Lobos doing something special. He, like I said, he's picking up the pace there with that Black Cat. Even like I said, Rose Besh been doing well. That Magic cover did pretty well. People really like that. So good on Rose. And finally, my favorite cover so far this year, Palace of the Golden Princess, Scott Hamblin cover. This was my favorite cover so far this year. Not the easiest book to find. It's still findable out there. But
then Emerald City exclusive?
No. It wasn't. Right. It wasn't an exclusive. It was just an open order book. But it was a gorgeous book. This guy doesn't do a ton of covers. I think he does a lot of more fantasy and D&D stuff in terms of art. But the guy is crazy talented. So if you find this out there in the wild, it is a beautiful book. Pick it up. That is the Joe's Duelin favorite of the year so far cover. That's what I got for you guys. Just a little rundown. Trying to remember what happened so far this year. Because, like I said, we're all thinking about what's coming out next week. And half the time we forget what we threw in our box 2 months ago. And it's nice to go back through it. So that's what I got.
Yay. Good job.
All right. You got some news?
Yep. We have some actually good stuff tonight. There's actually going to be a part of the news that's a little heavy, but it deserves to be covered. So strap in. First up, we have Ryan Reynolds is writing a Deadpool X-Men team-up movie. The film would include 3 or 4 X-Men members with Deadpool as a supporting character. He has not yet pitched an idea to the studio, but he's writing it. According to Hollywood Reporter.
That's his pitch. I'm writing
Everybody's writing something these days. So.
Yeah. I mean, if it comes to fruition, great. I mean, I think he's proven that he knows what audiences want as far as writing a successful movie.
I don't know. Blake and Taylor are feuding.
Who?
Blake Lively and Taylor Swift.
They are.
What are they feuding about? Who's going to be?
I have no clue what they're feuding.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't know.
Godspeed.
Sure.
I mean, I'm okay with this.
Kelsey, I think Kelsey unfollowed Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that's not nice.
I'm worried that you know all this, Joe. To be honest.
I follow it for you all.
Not for me. Not for me.
It was right under his foot fetish of the month.
I still haven't seen fucking Dead. I still haven't seen Deadpool Wolverine yet.
You're not missing much.
No, I disagree. I thought it was good.
I thought it was just a mid movie, just filled with nostalgia, made for.
I thought it was pretty
old
fun.
people.
I thought it was fun. Okay.
I enjoyed it, but it was
I know people enjoy it.
It was 45 minutes too long.
They spend way too much time on that in that interdimensional place.
If they would have cut down the runtime by about 45 minutes and made that a tighter movie, I think it would have been far better. I just got tired of it after a while. I was like, yeah, I get it. You make jokes. It just got a little old for me by the end.
Yeah. It
was great.
All right, then we have. I put this in here for Jedi. I'm always thinking about Jedi. The Jaws popcorn bucket.
I just sent that to the qualified.
Joe, I sent it to Jedi earlier.
Hours ago. You know that, right?
Joe sent it to me earlier.
My slides have been done hours ago. I don't do
slides are done, but it wasn't put in the qualified.
What? Why would I put it in the qualified if I want you guys to see this for the first time?
Well, I sent it out. The first time I saw
the show.
I
the
sent
show
it.
comes first.
I sent it already. It was in the qualified. It's out there. It's in the ether already before you put it here. Done.
Okay, if we could move this away from Dom. Okay, Dom.
Okay, Dom. Yay, Dom did something.
I first saw it from Joe. Joe sent it to me in a private chat, I guess you'd call it.
Thank you for deflating. Big head up there.
After what I posted, I sent you guys what the popcorn bucket for Thunderbolts, which was lame as fuck.
That was.
This is really good. I think this is really good. I in fact, after you sent me the picture of it, I went out and started trying to figure out where to find it. I can't find it I looked on AMC, I looked on Regal.
I think they're doing it through the Alamo Draft House.
Oh, okay. Do they have a store?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this.
Yeah, pretty cool. There's Alamo theaters throughout the United States, or I think did they close them all, or just the ones in New York are still open?
No, the ones in Texas are open, and the ones in New York.
Okay. And then we have Stan Lee's daughter settles suit against ex-manager accused of siphoning memorabilia proceeds. He's accused of stealing $10.6 million, $10.2 million in appearance fees at comic book events, and stealing statues, figurines, original Bob Kane drawings of the Joker. They settle out of court. This has been going on since 2019. Wow. And this leads into, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a Kickstarter for a documentary.
Yep.
Somebody wanted to put out there. It abruptly ended. It never met the goal. It just ended. Well, come to find out, I have to do this. Here we go. In a separate lawsuit, Anderson has accused Jonathan Bolajak, who was hired as a photographer, of trying to monetize photos and videos he took of Lee at comic events. So and then she has like a few lawsuits with other people. So I don't know if this lawsuit had a direct effect on that Kickstarter.
Well, probably did.
But
I mean, I don't understand that whole Kickstarter to begin with. It was like, this is Stan Lee, and he was treated very badly. And then the guy that's making the movie basically is on screen treating him badly.
Yes. And people should be embarrassed. Artists that had variants for this Kickstarter, people that put their name to this Kickstarter should be embarrassed. That's my opinion.
It should just teach you to vet what you're backing and what you sign up for prior to signing up for it. Because I'm sure a lot of artists heard, hey, there's going to be a Kickstarter about Stan Lee and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sure a lot of artists were like, oh, I'd love to do a cover for that. Not knowing everything.
And then he went on multiple shows and people were praising this. And
then some of the clips got out and they were like,
yeah. And Stan Lee's daughter's like, oh, wait, what's this? He's trying to make money off my father's pain. Are you kidding me? Liefeld was supporting this. McFarlane was supporting this. Just a few.
Estates of past celebrities aren't always necessarily the greatest arbiter of moral right in all these cases either.
True.
Is this the heavy topic that you were talking about?
Yes, because this was a big discussion that was going on in the community for a few weeks before the Kickstarter was canceled. There was a lot of split in the community because of this project.
Yeah, when people try to make money off the dead in unsavory ways, it's never.
What did she settle for? What was the settlement for?
I'm sure
we'll never get the settlement amount.
Undisclosed.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say about this. I mean,
I felt vouch for him. Oof. That dude seems shady. I agree.
Like I said, the clips I saw that they were running
Not good.
seemed to show the guy that was making the film allegedly. It seemed like borderline elder abuse. It was like, you're making a movie about how bad Stan Lee was treated, but all the scenes with you seem to be treating Stan Lee badly.
Yeah, you stood around, did nothing.
Well, that's how we got the first person account.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that clips are going to be used in court, and the footage will be subpoenaed by the lawyers.
That is a perfect cover name.
After that.
So that is all the news for tonight.
Oh shit!
You heard it here first, guys. Heard it here first.
Okay, and while Jedi is getting his stuff ready, Stix, you want to throw out a little shout out to another legend that passed?
Yeah, so today or yesterday, I was notified that comic book artist Jackson Butch Guice had passed away at age 63. This is just a small foyer of some of his art that he'd done over the years. A lot of stuff.
To me, he's kind of one of those artists like you might not have really heard his name, but I guarantee you've read plenty of books where he's done the work.
I say that Flash. I think is that Flash #1 or whatever. That I think that's one of the very first graded comics I ever bought, and it was a PGX.
Yeah, that Doctor Strip was a face of Amy Grant, and she sued Marvel Comics for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, definite legend in the realm of comics, either with both Marvel, DC, and independent. So, greatly missed.
Should I throw Root Brother best week time ago too? You just said Root Brother best.
Yeah.
All right, we've gonna get a little bit of levity now, a little bit of have a little fun. Bruce Fur has left as usual, like he does every time I do one of these segments. We've had a couple of people in the past, recently actually, ask for a fan favorite that isn't necessarily easy to come by. These aren't easy to come by, but I did a little digging,
Some research,
and we're gonna do another episode of Paging Dr. Stix. If it works, hopefully I don't have to reload it or everything. If you're not familiar with this is where we look at X-rays of things that shouldn't be where they are, and
Bruce knows that way too well.
we guess what they are. Now, I will be honest. First of all, these are pretty much going to be pretty easy to guess. So this is more of just something that we can laugh about and make fun of. Most of these, with the exception of one, maybe one of them might be a little difficult to guess what it is. Whether or not these are real or not, I am not to say. I'm only to say that I found them on the internet. And,
our research only goes so far.
yeah, only goes so far. So let's see if we'll go to the first one if my thing is working here. Okay, here we go. Very first one. Again, pretty easy to tell what this is. You can throw your guesses in the chat. What I would also like to do is I did snip a couple of comments that people made about these. I picked what I thought were some of the best comments people made about these postings. And I'm just kind of curious if our audience, who are bright beyond compare when it comes to making funny quips about things, if you can come up with something funnier. A lot of these aren't that funny. They were just the best I could find. So, all right, let's get started. Anybody want to guess what this is? Oh, and if you're sensitive to stuff, maybe you should tune out now because this is all going to be.
Is it an AirPod case?
Yeah,
AirPods?
that's what it looks like. Earbuds or AirPods.
Well, yes, but
and all of the accessories.
You're ignoring the thing that's kind of shadowed behind it, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a vibrator.
Okay. That's in your rectum. Yes, Timothy. That is in somebody's rectum, or it was. We got some earphones. A lot of people have earphones. I see why you say that.
Yeah, I was just paying attention to the electronics, not the large outline.
This is not your everyday run-of-the-mill rubber dildo. This has a little electronics.
Yeah, that's Bruce's X-ray right there.
One of these. One of these.
If you said sex toy or anything to that, then you are correct. And the funniest comment I could find is Kim Sala says, that's why you must, emphasis on must, have a base. She had a friend that told her that. That's good advice. Always
get some balls on that thing.
Yeah. Is he preparing for jail? That's good. Yeah, he's got he's making room.
Oh God.
I do know anatomy. Yep. So if you guess sex toy, or even more specific, a vibrating sex toy, then you could be an X-ray technician.
That's like all right. Next, vertebrae. That's like 4 vertebrae up there.
It's up there. That's why it's like I assume that these are real. I don't know what the human body is capable of necessarily.
You don't. That's not a place to do graffiti. That is not a place to do graffiti.
That's a shaving cream can. That
looks like a spray paint can.
Yeah, spray paint, or I think it's a can of Monster.
A can of Monster. You're being very specific. Can you make out the label on this?
From experience,
that's what the top looks like.
The top looks like that. The top has a freaking little spray thing.
I was like, damn, Stix. You are a doctor, Stix.
It's a raid bomb.
So they didn't get that specific.
Yes, that's right. Raid bomb.
Hey Bruce, you missed it. The picture they had before. It was your rectum. They showed the friggin' thing with the dildo.
Everybody wants to know what flavor that Monster is. Stix.
I'm going to send you a special package, Dom. Look for it.
Brownberry Burst. Brownberry Burst is the flavor of that Monster.
Mama Bear says hairspray. If you said aerosol spray can, as Mama Bear did, you are correct. This is one of the more funnier comments because none of them were hysterical. But Joe Butler said, "I think you'd have a pretty sore aerosol after that."
Yeah, that's wide.
Yeah, that's some work there. Chocolate starfish. All right, next up. All right, let's take a look at this one.
Sure.
Oh, it's a Barbie? It's a Barbie
action
without a
figure.
head?
Joe says it's a Barbie without a head.
It looks like a Barbie right there. Yeah, it does.
Cherry, I'm still reading Cherry. Cherry said it was cheese. That one before was Cheese Whiz.
Yeah.
Bottle of cologne.
A bottle of cologne, Bruce says.
Yeah, Barbie or like
It's a figure. Look at the arms.
doll.
Nah.
Come on, Mama says. Mama Bear says, "Come on, Barbie, let's go party." If you said Barbie doll, you are correct.
You can't go wrong there. You see those proportions, you know that's a Barbie.
Yeah, I don't know where the head is exactly. It could be floating around in there somewhere, or maybe they were actually. Maybe this person was a little above average intelligence for a person that does such stuff.
Hey man, if I put it up there, the head could come off.
Maybe they took the head off before. Maybe they used their head.
You said average intelligence
of someone who does this. Yeah. No.
So they watch the Star Wars show every Sunday.
I don't know what. I don't know what that average intelligence would be necessarily.
This is what Bruce watches on a regular basis. Shit like this.
Yeah. Ken Gonzalez says Barbie gonna need some therapy. Yeah. I think
You need something.
someone else needs therapy that they're gonna pull something like this. All right, next. Here we go. Oh my God.
Oh, that's soda can. That's soda bottle.
Definitely a bottle.
I immediately thought ketchup bottle. Which I was thinking, if you think ketchup is slow coming out, can you imagine how slow this thing's gonna?
The threads on there are too wide. On
wide?
that bottle. That is a glass bottle.
Yeah, it's like
I'm talking about old school ketchup bottle, like the old glass one.
It's,
That's
that's one of those Bartles and James bottles.
Yeah, that's a wine cooler.
Wine cooler.
We found a wine
Miller
cooler
High
in
Life.
there.
Yeah, it could be Miller High Life.
Michelob.
Bud Light bottle.
Michelob is
A little thin.
stocky at the top.
All good guesses, and it is a glass bottle, but they don't really tell us what kind.
Champagne of beers.
Louisiana hot sauce.
Dwayne Wolf says, "Doc, it just feels like I'm all bottled up down there."
Oh,
what is wrong with people?
Louisiana hot sauce. That might actually. Well, that looks a little too big to be a hot sauce. I don't know.
Capiato.
All right. How about this? This is easy. Come on. We've seen this one before.
Uh-huh.
We've seen this one before.
The golf ball.
I'm gonna go with golf ball or ping pong ball.
If you said ping pong ball, you are wrong. It's actually a billiard ball. It's a pool ball.
Oh, it's a billiard ball.
Oh my good lord.
That's impressive. You don't want to go to that show where they're shooting those things out.
Yeah.
The ping pong ball, it's like, okay.
Timothy got it. Timothy says cue ball. It's exactly. We assume it's.
Cue
It's
ball.
white.
You don't want you don't want to go to that show.
Nick B. Carter says, "Oh, come on. We've all been there when that trick shot goes horribly wrong."
Oh.
Clown nose.
Definitely went in the
Clown
quarterfinal.
nose. If only clown nose that it's not. All right. How about this one?
A foot.
The arrow is giving you a little bit of a
That's
hint.
fisting.
There.
Somebody got fisted. That's Bruce right there. Get fisted.
If it's a fist and they went all the way to the emergency room with someone's fist up their ass,
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're like 7 vertebrae up in there. That's.
Ooh.
I'm guessing it's a sex hand, a sex fist.
all right. Joe says it is a sex fist.
Sex fist.
Sex
Yes.
fist. Yeah. Yes, Stix. This.
Okay.
And Joe's
Don't you
pretty,
know nothing?
I
Apparently
think our
not.
chat's a little behind, but Tyson said the other one was a ping pong ball. Yeah. So Joe says it is a rubber fist. That is correct.
Well, I said fisting, so I said a hand. Is that
You're close. You were right there, Dom. You were right there on the
Next
same
time,
block.
Dom, next time.
And this is. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Oh, sure.
All right. A
That's
couple
way
more.
up
I
there.
forget how many there were. All right. Next.
6 vertebrae up. That's like
It's up there.
It's almost.
It's up there.
Yeah.
I mean, you assume it's a.
That's like punching your heart.
Average
You're almost
size.
punching your heart there.
Yeah. See, you're like you're touching
Punch your lungs at least.
All right. Here's one. This one might be a little challenging, or it may just pop right into your head.
That looks like one of the Hungry Hippo fucking dinosaur things they put up your ass. The little fucking dinosaur claw shit.
That pliers?
Is that Buzz Lightyear?
Is that a prosthetic arm?
I'm gonna say Buzz Lightyear.
Well, it looks like something backward. Yeah.
It's an action figure.
Stix nailed it. It is Buzz Lightyear. You got to orient.
Oh my
yourself.
god, it was upside down. There it
Yeah,
is.
fucking goddamn Stix nose.
Dude.
Had that happen before. Guess what?
To your rectum and beyond.
Buzz Lightyear was on my mind because I just watched Last of Us.
Optimus is a good guess too, but no. Once you know it's Buzz, you can easily say, "Oh yeah, there's the wings, there's the bubble
the
head."
wings. I saw the wings. Yeah. In the stance.
To infinity and beyond.
Yeah, to infinity and behind is what CJ Wood says. Infinity
mine
and
better.
behind. All right, I think this next one may be the super easiest one out of the whole group.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
pliers.
pliers. That's pliers.
Yeah, pliers.
That seems like a bad choice. That seems like a
that's,
bad choice.
Oh no, we're going to see a really bad choice. I saved it for last.
I mean, all
They're all bad.
In all honesty,
choices.
all of these have been
good
bad
choice?
choices.
No good choices here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is a pair of pliers. The arrows are not part of the arrows. I don't think the arrows are necessary.
All these morons deserve the freaking goddamn little psychiatric ward to get their fucking mind wiped.
Leslie Watkins says, "Wow, I would have completely missed it if the arrows hadn't been there." Yeah, this is all right. Here's a funny one.
That's a fucking goddamn egg beater.
The end of a mixer, or blender, yeah.
It is an egg beater or a blender.
Blender mixer.
This is probably my favorite comment of all of them. Stephanie Galombo says, "Gonna stir some shit up."
Indeed.
Idiots.
Yeah.
All right, the next one is I think the next one is the last one. I think the next one, that's Whiskey Business. Very good. All right, Mama Bear. I think Mama Bear came up with a really good one. That's probably the best one. It's probably just as good as Gonna Stir Some Shit Up. That was good too. But that's a really good one. Okay, the next one is Gonna Make You Cringe, I think. It made me cringe. Somebody
bottle of shot glass.
Is that a wire hanger? Trying to get it out.
Somebody shoved a bottle up their butt and then wanted to save themselves a trip to the emergency room and tried to pull it out with a coat hanger.
What a fucking moron, man! These people need to fucking shot off this planet.
That is awful.
It is a wine bottle and a coat hanger.
A wine bottle. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god!
I thought that might have just been a long neck, but no,
I don't know if it's one of the little, one of the little airport wine bottles. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, according to the literature that accompanied this picture, it is a wine bottle. Yeah. Wow. Comment for this one, and this is why we only have 99 bottles of beer. And that is it for paging Dr. Stix. Pay your bill at the front or file your insurance. He ain't cheap. 10 grand for all that.
I would love to see footage of just the people walking into the emergency room.
Waddling? You'd have to waddle.
Yes. I and it would be fun to guess what's in there just based on the way they're walking.
The way they're walking? I'll look for videos. I'm not looking. I draw the line at looking for that video. That's it. I mean, it was not really a game so much as some of them were obviously. Stix did very well with the Buzz Lightyear. I thought that would be the one that stumped everybody, but not Stix. He's a professional X-ray technician. Apparently, that's why we've named the segment "Paging Dr. Stix."
One of these days, we'll find a mudman. I don't want a mudman in there. Good stuff.
That's it, fellas. Good.
Always fun. Yeah, that's what we got for this week.
Nice.
Add this up here. If you haven't subbed up at Rennavision, we have a full buffet of shows out there, from your Star Wars to your comics to stuff up your ass. We do it's all kinds. There's something for everybody on this channel.
Yeah.
So please sub up. Sub up over at Bruce at Kingdom of Nerds. Bruce, what you got cooking this week?
Well, Wednesday, I had a episode 10 of On the Hunt DCU logo variants. If you're watching every week, you know we are hunting DCU logos and we are showing them off. So if you haven't watched any of the videos, the link is in the chat. Sunday is the other comic book show where we'll be celebrating May the 4th be with you by doing a tier list of Star Wars movies and maybe shows. Invite only.
The Wrath of Marka.
Invite only. And of course, we do FOC. So here are some, where are they? Some FOC covers for this week. We have
Vigilante and Eagly.
Vigilante and Eagly. I'm tired. Cover by DNA. We have Harley and Ivy for Pride issue. This is a Souza Micah.
Wow.
Lyrics Lee for Green Arrow. And they're doing mashup covers. Everybody's a Superman.
Yeah, that's something.
No.
And back for Monday Madness, blah, blah, blah. The Power Hour on Tuesday and episode 11 of DCU logo variants next Wednesday at 8 p.m. And look forward to an unboxing video at some point during this weekend. And I'm hanging out with Stix tomorrow, so who knows? Who knows?
And of course, as always on Tuesdays, if you're a Doctor Who fan or new to Who or interested in Who, you can watch Stix Boy 73's Doctor Who watch along show where most of us get together and watch a curated episode of Doctor Who selected by Stix. Yep. And we watch it and discuss it. And Jedi and I have really no Who experience outside of the 3 episodes that we've watched with Stix. So we're new to this world. And Stix walks us through it.
Yeah, you've actually watched 4 so far.
Oh, 4, that's right.
I've watched 3. I missed a show.
I mean, your mother will help you.
I was in the
Your
audience.
mother will help you. Your mother can help you catch up, Jedi.
My mom's a big Who fan. Yeah, who'd thunk it?
Yeah. So, this Tuesday we'll be going into the black and white era for a couple episodes, and then Jedi's gonna get his wish. We're gonna get into the Mudmen. We're gonna get Mudmen.
Origin of the Mudmen.
There we go.
It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. If you're not watching, you should watch. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time, and it's not that long. It's usually like an hour. It's a lot of fun.
And if you haven't gotten enough of Stix yet, on Thursdays you can catch Stix and Dom and Matt on Absolute Geek Podcast for their wrestling show. You guys still dropping at 9 o'clock on Thursdays?
9 o'clock. This week will be the
pre-show.
Backlash. Yeah, Backlash pre-show.
We're gonna Saturday. We're gonna have a live stream for Backlash. I think.
We'll be doing. Yep. Saturday, Backlash watch along.
Yep, watch along.
On Absolute Geek.
That is good stuff.
It should be fun.
And as always, with the Rennavision lineup that we have, kids, you can catch the CBSI Hot 10, which precedes our show. It comes on at 9 o'clock every Friday, where Pete runs down the hottest 10 books on the market, followed by us at 9:30. I don't think there's any SNS this week or next.
This weekend, next week. I think the next 2 weeks.
So there's SNS.
There'll be SNS this week, but not next week. Next week.
According to Matt in the chat, he said no,
this is
SNS this or next week.
Okay, definitely not next week. Next week is Backlash.
Yeah. So you got a little SNS hiatus there, but for May the 4th, you can catch Tales from the Dark Side for all your Star Wars news and craziness.
They try to tell you that. Oh, never mind. I don't want to get Nom going.
What? What? Tell me what.
They're going to try to hype up Andor somehow and tell you how great it is. It's
I love Andor. I think it's fucking great.
I tell you what, I'm holding out on Andor because season 1 was a little slow and then it got good. So far, halfway through the season, it's a snooze fest.
Listen, right now it's great. And there's two controversies. There's two controversies going on right now. People are complaining that Bail Organa was fucking goddamn recast. That's one of the things. And the second is the lesbian kiss that was on there. I was waiting for the scissoring, but it didn't happen.
On Sunday.
I don't mind that. I don't mind two girls making out, man.
I understand why they put them up 3 at a time.
So everybody's bitching and complaining about stupid things, man. And media rights coming, so don't worry about it.
I'm just complaining because it's boring.
It's not boring, dude. It's fucking good, man.
I have faith that it'll get better, but right now it's not. It's boring.
I still have yet to dig into it yet. So now I have a nice bank of episodes that I can watch and binge. So I'm excited about that. And yes,
the last 3 episodes
we are doing a show on Friday. On Sunday.
One people will probably like a lot more. That's where it starts picking up, probably. But it's great.
I think you're right. I think you're right that it's going to get better. But good God,
I just like I like the building up stage. There's a lot going on, man. There's like all these things, all these different parts that are going on. It's great, and you know they're all gonna fucking die. They're all gonna die. So,
not my Mothma.
No, not my Mothma. She's in the Ahsoka series. That's true. But her circle, everybody in the circle, fucking Luthen, freaking Andor dies in Rogue One, freaking goddamn Saul Guerrero dies in Rogue One. Stix is gonna probably die soon, which sucks.
I mean, Luthen we don't know about because he's not been in anything before this series.
Yeah. Well, apparently there's a rumor. There's a rumor about Luthen that he is a Jedi.
I mean, there's a rumor about people dying because you don't know, but
well, look, but Luthen, we didn't see him in Rogue One.
He wasn't in Rogue One, so that's
so he wasn't even a thought of character until this series.
I know, but I'm just saying that's why he's gonna die, because when you put new characters in that don't show up in the main thing, they're done.
Because he doesn't show up in one thing doesn't mean
maybe he was taking a shit and missed everything.
He was. I don't know.
Who knows?
But listen,
anyway, we don't want to steal anything from Sunday's show. I just since I'm not on there and I'm never invited, then I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Oh, you're always invited, I'm sure.
And as always on Wednesdays, you can check out the totally awesome, coolest show, the Tack Show.
Yes,
Pete Dubs,
tits, ass, and cunt.
Marco, and hey, you never know who's going to show up on Tack. You have Bruce and Cliff on there.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know I didn't get asked to be on friggin' Tack. Friggin' Stix found his way on there 2 weeks in a row. I never got on there. They don't ask me.
I wasn't on there this week.
You were on there 2 weeks ago when Marco was away. You were both weeks. Nobody freaking told me to come on the show.
Stick was pitch hitting. Yeah.
I'm the backup guest. I'm the backup host for Attack. I've been the backup host for Attack for a year now. Come on.
You know what? They can keep the tits, ass, and cunt show. I don't care.
Whoa. Saltiness. Salty.
Yes.
We're still waiting for your channel.
This is the plan. Get your ass to Moss.
Yes.
You should get a channel. It seems like every idiot has a channel now. So
I know. You're the biggest one that has the channel.
Actually, I do. I guess I just don't put anything on it.
Put them up. Put them up. Put them up.
On that note, everybody, I hope you had a great time. We'll be back next week with something. Who knows what? I haven't been deciding till the middle of the week, so we'll figure it out and get you something. Hey, also in the YouTube comments, if there were books that you really liked on the first third of this year that we didn't talk about, mention them in the comments. And maybe if there's enough comments in there, we can bring that up as a little mini segment of other fan favorites that
look at the chat.
we've all liked so far.
Look at the chat.
Yeah. Oh, good times, good times. All righty, kids. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Have a great May the 4th.
Have a good free comic book day.
Have a good free comic book day.
Hopefully I can get some comic books. Free comic day. I think all the comics are sold out.
They're free.
They're free.
Go beat up some small children and
get to Midtown. They'll have plenty at Midtown. Don't
yeah, well, Midtown's not going to have the monsters. I know that for a fact.
I'm lazy to drive over there and get over.
All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.
The qualified. The qualified. The qualified.
qualified.